bastard sermon, you motherfuckers.
Welcome to another episode of the Bastard Sermon. I'm one of your three hosts, Cody Hucker.
Patrick Seda.
And Luke Young.
And we're back. We're back in the studio. Everybody's here. All the hosts are here. Fucking.
It's a good time.
Oh, I can't wait, dude. I'm so
I feel like
excited.
I haven't seen Cody in like a month.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I haven't seen any of you guys in so long. Where have you been?
I don't know if you listeners pay attention, but I'm the only consecutive host here. You know, really, I'm the most rock solid of the three, obviously.
MC
You've never
Psycho is
Never
super
missed.
loyal to the podcast.
Have you really never missed? Is there?
Never.
I don't think I've ever missed an episode.
I don't
You
remember
were
you
at all the
missing
live
either.
events?
All the live events.
That's right.
Of the two, I've missed one.
I've been at them all. But yeah, it's just us folks. It's no one else. We got no guests. We're gonna be talking about some shit. We're gonna be
I'm stoked 'cause
asking questions from the Facebook posts we put up.
You
We're
have
gonna
so
be
much
talking about-
energy.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited. I got fucking Pocky, dude. I got weed.
Sick.
We got good
Stoner
topics.
anime
I don't
kid
have
here.
to pretend to care about no one. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
I love a Just Us episode where there's not like a guest. I like to get like. Don't get me wrong. Love having guests
Yeah.
on. Like last week.
Same.
Basically, it was basically like not having a guest because Jason's just my boy, and like he
Love
didn't
him.
necessarily
Love him.
want to do
I
a
missed
podcast. I'm just like, dude, you're here. I'm not gonna make you wait outside. Plus, it'd be cool to record that conversation.
Yeah.
Like my boy's moving to Montana. Let's fucking. He gets
Yeah.
wasted drunk. I mean, we just fucking hang out. But that's a different vibe than when we're in the studio.
Yeah.
And I
mean,
was
like-
honestly so sad that I missed Billy Zimpelman's episode because I woke up with a sniffly nose because the weather had just changed. I fucking all this any other time before COVID, you'd be like, whatever, my throat's a little fucked. I don't, who cares? And I'd come, but this COVID shit makes you think every time that you got a sniffle when it's fucking cold outside and you sleep with
Could
the
be
windows
death.
open, you're hungover a little bit. You're just like, well, I might be the Grim Reaper of Pat's house if I come over today, so I don't want to risk it. And I didn't have a fever, and I was just like, but what if it's before the fever happens? I'm all inside my head about it, and it's just a fucking hangover.
Yeah.
And then the next week we can't fucking record in studio, which bummed me out too. It was a good old time last week.
it
But
was.
It makes me so fucking
I was
happy to be in
so-
this studio. I love just
Yeah.
this environment that you've crafted in your home, Patrick. It's
Oh,
fucking,
well, thanks.
it's a way
I
better
was
time
so
here.
bummed I missed out on Jason because he was like our 6th episode, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we went to his apartment and
He was on house
Dude
arrest,
is so
so-
real. I love Jason all the
rules.
time. He's always great to chat with, and
Yeah.
I'm so bummed I missed it.
He told some crazy stories off the mic, but I realized why it was off the mic. Like, I'm not gonna repeat it now.
What
but
was it, Cody?
I can't.
Don't throw him under the bus.
But it was crazy shit where
Yeah.
you're just like, this would make a great podcast, but also you might have to appear in court after you tell these stories. Like, it was just out there shit. So
Yeah.
like, but he did tell some good res stories and shit like that. And we talked Ghost of Tsushima.
When's he moving?
The 17th of October. So he's got 4 days before he flies to Montana. He's
Yeah.
gonna go live in a house out there.
I have so many questions, but it's already been answered in the last podcast. I just need to take in 2 hours ago listen to it.
He didn't even really address the jail thing because on the 6th episode, if you
Oh,
listen,
yeah.
he was like, "You're about to go to jail," and then he was like, "Yep," and I did. And he told me off the mic before we started. He didn't really want to talk jail stories, so it was like, "Cool, well, you just hang out then." But
Maybe
yeah.
it's just really boring there. There's
No.
nothing to tell. I mean, I
Just
can
think
tell
that-
them, but they're boring.
You get ashamed of going to jail. You don't want to fucking advertise that on the internet, you know?
I feel like
that's
that
gotta
makes
be
him more
part of it.
badass.
Yeah, maybe years down the line.
He's
once
got
had some
major
real
cool
time.
points.
I can't imagine how scary that is. For
I'm
him,
sure
you
it's
know?
horrifying.
Yeah.
Tell me he had a great time.
Do you still feel like, oh man, I just graduated high school. Like I still feel so young or whatever. I cannot believe I'm going to jail or getting gray hairs or whatever.
I'm forever in my head as the way I was when I was like 21 or 22.
yeah.
Like it's like when someone asked me like, "How old are you turning this year?" Like I'm 27. Like that. I'm really turning 27. Like that's me. I'm talking about right now.
Right.
You
That's
sure?
how I
You're
feel,
missing
too.
something hilarious that Pat just said that we just glossed over. He was like, yeah, it's like getting gray hairs or like going to jail. Like, you know how jail is something natural that happens to all of
Yeah.
us one day. Like, yeah, your
no,
first
I'm
time
just
going to
saying,
jail.
like when you have a young mentality, or you just don't feel like, man, I cannot believe that's what you get what I'm saying.
I'm just, yeah.
You smell what I'm stepping in?
Just busting your
No.
balls.
You picking up? You locking up? What
Yeah.
I'm throwing?
Why'd you bring up us getting old because of
Oh,
prison?
I was just saying, like, I can't imagine even like just ever going there. I just feel like I'd be too innocent to go to something like that.
My
You know what I
dad
mean?
and my brother were in and out when I was growing up. My dad's like stopped doing that bad shit when I was 5. My brother's still in that mess. I haven't seen him since I was
Yeah.
like 12, but like I've had my experience with people being in and out of prison all the time.
Luke,
What
did your brother do? You haven't seen him since
Oh.
he
Yeah,
was
what did he do?
12?
What was his crime?
Yeah, well, it's not that he's been in prison since I was 12.
Oh,
He's
okay.
been in and out of prison for
Doing
a bunch
bullshit.
of shit. Yeah,
Doing bullshit.
There was one I love to tell people this one. So he was in prison for so like they went, him and his friends went to this poker game and they all lost to this dude who was drunk as fuck. They beat the fuck out of drunk dude, took the money back, robbed his house, and then they arrested him. He did time. He came out. He was on parole. And then it was all armed robbery. They were strapped and everything.
Damn.
So he comes out and he's on parole. What does he do? He takes his son, one of my 2 nephews, to Supreme Nut and Candy, and then he fucking steals candy. He
Like
gets
immediate, right after all this shit. He just
like
went through.
almost immediately after he breaks his parole because they bust him. They call the cops. This man.
Are you stealing candy, sir?
Yep, officers.
Call the cops.
Did he do it on purpose? Like,
Of
was he trying
course
to see
he
the
did.
boys?
Of course he did.
He's stealing
the fuck
candy.
does your-
Stop him.
Why does your brother like going to jail?
Because he's an idiot.
At that point, you like going to jail. Like, if you're breaking parole, stealing candy, you're like, I want to go back to jail and see the boys. Like,
Dude, there was a few years ago I had found out from my dad that my dad has been like behind my mom's back. She's figured it out every now and again, but he keeps telling her he's stopped, that he like feeds my dad or my brother money when he's in prison all the time because he owes motherfuckers money, like old gang members owe him, like he owes them money.
Dude.
Like motherfuckers want this guy dead if he doesn't get his money. So
damn.
so my dad is like constantly feeding him money when he's in prison. But there's been a few times where he's like, "No, you gotta deal with it."
Your brother's a scumbag. Do you ever talk to him?
I do every now and again, and he's got that classic like Lower Price Hill white
about
boy
to say,
wigger
like-
accent, like, "Hey, buddy, it's good to see you, man. How you been?"
Is he Cincinnati White Boys? Is that
Absolutely.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
that? What's that?
It's like a prison gang in Cincinnati that's super into fucking like doing heroin and just doing hood rat shit.
He
It's like white dudes that talk like they're black but they hate black people. Like that's
he
all
doesn't
of them.
hate black
Okay.
people. He doesn't hate black people. Most of his ex gang members that want him dead are black, but like
But they want him dead.
He was like
They're all super into dope. Does your brother do dope?
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
They
does.
all love they have heroin tattoos.
He had that classic haircut in the 90s where his whole head was shaved except for the bangs. And it
No!
was bleached blonde.
I might have known your brother. I feel like I hung out with your brother so many times.
Oh,
I
shut
knew.
up.
I hung out with so many kids like that. Like
He was like 9 years older than me.
Okay, I definitely didn't know your brother, but he just sounds. When I say I know your brother, I know so many dudes.
People
that are
like
exactly
him.
like your
Yeah.
brother. I've met that dude 100 times
Yeah.
in my life.
Shaved head, blonde,
Always.
blonde
100 fucking
bangs.
times,
He
bro.
he just had a daughter, so now I have a niece, but I've never met her.
That's super
So
crazy.
strange.
Yeah, it is.
Is he your most fuck family member? Like as far as direct, like in
Yeah.
your household family?
For sure.
member?
For
So
sure.
How would they feel if you heard you talking all this shit? Like, what if you just turn this on in prison with all the
Do
fucking
they
boys?
listen to
That's fine.
podcasts in
No,
prison?
I don't think he's in prison right now. I think he's out. I think he's been working
You said it would be cool. Like he
for like
wouldn't give
6
a
months
fuck.
or so. No, I wouldn't give a fuck. No, he I don't know if he would get mad or not. I don't know him like
think
that
he'd find
anymore.
You don't care.
No, I don't.
You think
I don't
he'd
care.
find you and beat you up?
No, he wouldn't.
There would be no
wouldn't.
consequences. You could
No.
say anything about your brother.
Yeah, I love my brother Stevie.
I've seen so
He's
many.
a fuck up, but I love my brother.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel
like
you.
my mom hates him because he stole all of her like Disney VHS like tapes.
Sold 'em?
Yeah, for
No!
drug money. All of her like Beanie Babies that would have gotten her a fortune nowadays. Like sold all of them back in the day for
Yeah,
drug
that
money.
would piss me off too. You know.
For
Yeah,
whatever.
that was when she swore him out for good. Like that was it. He didn't know how to read in 2nd grade, and she was trying to teach him, and he's like, "Fuck you," like that kind of stepson, you know?
But without like a C in the fuck and
Yeah. Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen this dude added me. He was like a Cincinnati White Boys dude, and I added him specifically because of that. I was like, "Who's this random motherfucker?" And I was like, "I feel like he's one of my dead uncle's friends." So I was like, I add this dude, and I'm like going through his page, and he's got like I don't want to say his name or anything like that.
What's it
but
rhyme with?
He looks so fucked up. His first name's Adam, but you're not gonna be able to find him. But so he's got the Cincinnati White Boys tattoo on his fucking chest
Oh
because I'm
my
going through all these
God.
shitty tattoo pictures. He's got heroin needle and a spoon, some pills and shit like that all over his arms.
Classy.
And then Cincinnati White Boys, but it's a fucking the Red C, the Warner Brothers W,
God.
and then the B. You want to guess the B? Cincinnati. You wanna-
Bengals B.
nailed it. Fucking
Bengals.
nailed it, bro. Yeah, CWB, and then fucking shitty AK-47s and money like. and he's holding tarantulas on his face. Like he's,
Dude.
I don't know.
You got those
dude.
tattoos.
There's a-
Think I'm so badass.
Looks like
right
he would
now.
be your. He looks like he's an older dude, so he looks like he'd be your brother's sensei or some shit like that.
This would be like the ultimate
heroin
content.
Yes, heroin sensei.
This would be like the ultimate content to have on the show, but me and my cousin have been looking for it for like nearly a decade, and we still can't find
Clint?
it. But yeah, Clint.
I love you.
We've been-
Shouts outs. We love you.
I love you.
We've been
boys.
trying to find this on YouTube for a long time. Me and him
Super
were
long.
only able to watch it once before, but my brother was on an episode of Cops.
No
He was,
way.
Swear to God, he was
What?
he was at Ameristop, and he was the first one arrested and interviewed by the cameras because the situation was already dealt with when the officer who was being recorded like showed up to the scene. So my brother's like bloody nose, like blood all over his face, like down his neck and chin, and he's like, he just came out of nowhere and swung on me, man. I'ma beat his ass, like the deep S's, like
Shwung,
all
dude.
that.
SHWUNG.
Schwung. He swung on me, bro.
Shwung on me.
So he's like talking up all this mess, how he's like the victim, and then like the camera pans over to the other dude who's in the the guy who's not arrested and in the back of a police vehicle, and he's like, he's the ex of my children's girl, like mother, and he's just upset with me for being with her now, and he tried to hit me from behind, and I just defended myself, and then like it cuts to the security footage, and it shows my brother trying to like run on him from like behind, and then dude just turns around and just starts mollywhopping my dude.
He stole on the cop, and the
God.
cop still fucking like. Can you imagine stealing on a dude, and then like he turns around, eats all your punches, and just beats the fuck out of you?
But yeah, we've tried a long time to find that cops video.
Oh
God,
man.
please find it. 'Cause that'd be
It
good to
hit
come
me.
back
It
to.
hit me how much of a criminal he was when I was like getting ready to go to school with my sister and mom one morning, and it was like, do you know this man? Call Crime Stoppers at 1-800, and it's like straight, like
It was him.
perfect, like pencil drawing of my brother, like to a fucking T. You
Oh,
know what
man.
I'm saying? Like,
So fucked.
Crazy.
I was like, oh, Stevie, like just broken as a kid, but like totally understanding.
Did you
now as
ever
an
look up to your
adult.
brother? Were you ever like?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you hope that he got away?
Did he like show you shit?
No.
Like he's showing you
You're
how
like,
to.
I hope you get captured.
Showing you
I love
favorite
you, bro.
movies and shit like that. Like, did you have like brotherly moments, or was he like?
Yeah, we had a ton. Like he was a really good brother to me growing up. That's why I
I feel like he had
understand
to
my
protect you a
mom.
lot. I feel like he had to
He
fight
did.
a lot of your battles for you.
He did. No, he was like my protector walking to school, because he would walk me to school. He would meet up with his friend Gerald, and I would walk with
Ready
his
to beat
little
some
brother.
kid ass that would mess with you.
I would walk with Gerald's little brother Eric, who was in my grade, and because they were also best friends, we became best friends, and we grew up through that school the same way they did.
Right.
So like I have tons of great moments and memories with my brother Stevie, but he was a dickhead to my mom and my dad always.
What was the
and
worst shit that he would do? Would he just scream "fuck you" at the dinner table, like
he would
flipping
scream
tables
fuck.
and
No,
shit?
he wouldn't do
Fighting
shit like
your dad?
never in front of me.
Did he ever fight your dad?
Oh yeah,
Your
for
dad's
sure.
a
They
big
fought
dude,
all the
right?
time. Yeah, my dad lays my fucking brother out on a regular fucking
Beats the
basis.
fuck out of him. Bro.
Yeah. My dad is a fucking burly, built, tan, muscled, 55-year-old man.
He's everything you're
He's
not. Luke.
brick laid. He's been laying brick since he was like 16 years old. He's
a
fallen
tank.
off bridges. He's broken every bone in his body. Yeah, he'll last forever.
Sounds like
yeah.
a real man.
He really is.
Dick
yeah,
like
yeah.
an anaconda. You can always see.
He's
Luke's
gone-
dad's
really
he's
dicks.
gone hunting and camped out in the woods in Canada. Like he's done all that shit.
I could guarantee you, Luke's dad could walk around with 3 layers of blue jeans on, and you'd still see a Coke can poking through of just dick.
Is your dad packing?
Yeah, my
You've
dad.
seen your dad's dick, right? He got a
I've
big
seen
old,
my dad's dick 3 times.
Yeah, and it's burned into your memory.
Yeah, he
every-
remembers
Yeah.
exactly 3
I've,
times.
I,
Yeah, saw him
I've
knock a
seen
dude
it
out with it
3
once.
times, and yes, it's a hog. Yeah. That's how I was like, oh, so
Man's got a love
Genetics.
sausage on him.
right.
I hear you. All right, that's enough about Luke's dad's dick.
And
Do you have
my
any
family.
more? You got any more good Stevie stories before we? This is a great fucking. I didn't know we were gonna get into this at all. We
I'm
spent all this
learning so
time
much.
making
Me
topics.
either at all.
This is great. We are 130 something episodes deep, and you've never told us about this. This is
Yeah, no.
awesome.
Yeah. Stevie's crazy.
Yeah.
I could get how this would be embarrassing, but it's also like whatever. He's a fucking crazy person. I didn't talk about him. I tell all my fucked up family stories on here.
The
and
last
shit
time I
like that.
saw him, like I said, was when I was 12. He was picking up my dead uncle's truck. Yeah, because my uncle, who was still alive, was giving it to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hell
that was
yeah.
the last
And he was
time.
like, peace out.
Yep. He left with his girl. That was it.
Did he call your uncle a bitch as he was leaving?
Later, bitch.
Nah. When he's getting something from you is when he's the nicest.
I bet. Yeah. All right. We got a couple videos queued up. What do you want to do first? You want to do this cougar shit?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So this is one that's viral. I'm sure. If you're listening to this, you've already heard 800 podcasts talk about it. But fuck you, we're gonna talk about it too. This cougar is stalking a man on a Utah trail, and I'm just gonna play the video and figure it out as we go. So there's this like gravel path.
This guy's going on a run.
How far away is this cougar, by the way? This motherfucker at the beginning of this video.
That's a baby right there.
All right, so there's a little baby cougar.
I don't know where he's running, but usually when a lot of these people do these woods runs, like they're by themselves for a bit.
Oh wait, so the baby starts chasing him first?
I think, yeah. So it's like a cub, and I guess the mom's being protective because I'm pretty sure if that cougar wanted to take this fucker out, the fucker would be down.
For sure.
Like when we were talking to Larry Roberts and stuff, I remember on the show, he would talk about how scary cougars are and how a lot of people would put like eyes in the back of their hats.
Oh, yeah.
So that way they think like, because they only attack from behind. Like 98% of the time they're only going to attack from behind.
There's a place in India called the Sundarbans where they fucking tigers kill like 100 people a year still in modern day times and shit like that. Mail carriers have masks that they make that look like human faces that they wear on the back of their thing. Otherwise, you'll get murked by a tiger.
They'll fucking kill you.
It's wild tigers just murking people to this day. It's like Life of Pi out in that bitch.
Oh my god, dude.
The tiger was really nice in that movie, I thought.
Is it because it was a dream, Patrick?
Yeah, because it was horse shit, Patrick. 'Cause it was fiction.
But
all right.
fucking cougars would be horrifying, though, man. They're everywhere, and they're like in
and they
fucking
sneak
New York
attack
and
you.
shit.
They
They're everywhere.
They ambush you, bro.
But this one had it had no intention to go for his throat. Like from the beginning, it's like I don't know, 80 feet away, and it runs at him because the cub does. But the whole time, it's walking at him slow. It's not trying to hide, and it's stomping on the ground whenever it does get aggressive.
It's got to be because of the cub.
Yeah, it's
has to be.
beating its territory and it's chasing him away. Like if he wanted to fucking take this runner down, nothing stopped him.
Bring a gun.
Nothing.
Bring a gun.
He says that in the video. He's like, "I wish I had my gun."
Yeah, I don't understand motherfuckers that go camping don't bring a gun in areas like this.
Yeah.
Like my boss right now is on a vacation and I tell him I'm like, Nate, fucking bring a gun with you. You're literally in the mountains where there's mountain lions, and he's like, it's only black bears. I'm like, you say it's only a black bear.
They still kill people.
Till you encounter a black bear, and you're like, that's a fucking bear.
Yeah.
And then you don't have a gun. He's like, yeah, I've done this so many times. And I'm like, exactly, the more times that you do it, the more probability that there is that you're going to have an encounter with a dangerous predator.
You're going to make a
And I'm
mistake.
not saying that you fucking want to go kill. He's like, it's weird. I'm going to be the guy with the gun. I'm like, you might be the savior of your camping trip party if this cougar just like rips somebody's fucking artery open. Yeah, maybe if you're close to a hospital, maybe you could do something. But what if you're not? What if your cell phone has no service? Somebody gets fucked up or somebody gets killed by one of these things. Bring a gun, bitch. What are you doing? You're in a place where you can carry a gun. Carry a gun if you know that they're
if you're
out
traveling at all, you should probably
insane.
bring a gun.
100%, without a doubt. If you're just running, like Joe Rogan talks about that shit, where he's like running trails and shit, and he's got his gun on him at all times in fucking L.A. because the hills have mountain lions just everywhere. There's fucking
there's
rattlesnakes.
Exactly. That's where I was gonna get to. There's places where there's this, like that's an issue. Bring your gun. But then there's places like that where there's rattlesnakes. Just don't go run there. Why are you running there? There's rattlesnakes. I don't care. Go run on the sidewalk. You don't need to be in the mountains dealing with the possibility of being medevaced via helicopter to some sort of hospital to hope that they have anti-venom there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how's Joe Rogan going to do comedy if he's
away.
not running hills?
Well,
How's
he's
he
got
gonna...
the golden retriever with him, right?
Buy an elliptical, you billionaire. God damn.
No, he's got some reason why ellipticals suck and hills are better or whatever.
Whatever.
In-depth explanations about it.
He's gonna be fucking thinking the other way around when we watch Joe Rogan getting attacked by a fucking rattlesnake out in Texas.
His elaborate act outs on stage. Come on, you gotta have good cardio for those. You can't just be up there fucking doing that Caitlyn Jenner bit where he's standing on the store or whatever. You can't just do that if you're not running hills. Fuck out of here, Luke. You need to
Joe
bring your
Rogan
gun.
sometimes looks like Tommy Pickles in a really big button-up shirt.
He 100% does, but
Dude,
without
he
the
look-
extra hairs.
Yeah, he looks like a
The
baby.
goofy smile. Like if you put Tommy Pickles, somebody Photoshop this, please. Tommy Pickles with the fucking 5 o'clock shadow. Get rid of the hairs on top
Yeah.
and put this man in like a fucking like a UFC t-shirt.
Yeah.
Or a tap out t-shirt. That would be so
He's
fucking
Tommy
funny. He would look
Pickles.
100% like that. Put some big arms on Tommy Pickles.
He's weird looking.
That's spot on. Fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we didn't finish the video. Let's keep watching it. So this fucking thing is just coming after him the whole. I haven't watched the whole 6 minutes. Is it worth watching the whole thing?
It chases him back for 6 minutes.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
just back and forth here.
Does it
But
ever give up?
Every
Yeah,
time he like
yeah.
turns his head, it comes at him because he's got to look where he's going and shit. So you see it come and lurch at him at the camera, but it's because he's not looking at that particular time.
You're good.
At least he had the presence of mind to record it. I want to see the end. I'm just gonna jump.
Fuck,
right
I
to the
would
end.
too. I mean, that could be your last moments. People are gonna want to know what the fuck happened to
Yeah.
you if you're mauled to death.
It's coming. It's coming. Don't skip.
I'm not.
Right here.
Yeah, get
What?
away from
And it's
Oh,
fucking
now
out.
you got balls.
Oh,
and
he
you
threw
can
a rock.
walk towards
He
him.
threw a rock at him. I don't know why he didn't do that sooner.
I saw those big rocks, and that's all I thought. But I was like, what if you fucking just antagonize it and it
Yeah.
just has a reason to
Yep.
attack you? You better murk this fucking thing, bro.
Or you get
I saw them
down
big
and
ass
it
rocks.
just
I would have been
makes its
grabbing those
chance.
rocks. Yeah, if you get down, this thing just comes after you, bro.
Yeah.
Be head first.
Holy cow.
Bring a gun.
I haven't heard what he says here though.
Not going back that way.
No shit.
Oh boy. Oh.
Now imagine if it
What
was
an
Sasquatch. What on earth would Sasquatch do to you?
We're about
I
to
think
find
I
out.
have an idea what Sasquatch would do to you.
Turns out we have a video right here. This one, it's called Delicious Blondie Fucks. That must be a technical term because it's spelled Fuks fucks by Sasquatch.
Yeah, so pretty much Sasquatch will fuck the shit out
Oh,
of
this
you.
is point of view from Sasquatch. It's weird that they got a camera on
He must have
Sasquatch.
picked the camera up.
Oh, they got multiple camera angles.
No, they tagged him. They hit him with a trank earlier.
What's Reality Gang? Is Reality Gang like a new, it's
News
like a new
source.
National Geographic or something like that?
Yeah.
All right, Reality Gang.
XX Reality Gang. Yeah. New
Oh, they got
National
camera angles from
Geographic.
top of the tree. It must be a drone shot. They got drones out
She's
there.
got to take off her shoes.
She's really lucky. I mean, he looks like he's close. Oh, that's a scary Sasquatch.
Why is she smiling though?
Because she's
her
seeing
nipples are
that
hard.
fucking big dick
Why are her
swinging at
nipples
her
hard?
while she's running.
Yeah, it looks like it would
Oh,
be
she
warm
fell.
out there, but her nipples
Oh,
are hard
no.
as fuck through her shirt. That's weird.
Well, here he goes.
Why does he sound like a brute from Halo?
I mean, it could be the same thing. Oh, he hurt his foot.
Poor thing. Oh, you have a big splinter in your foot. Oh, here, let me help you.
Oh, this is
Immediately
the
gives a Sasquatch a blowjob.
this is the Splinter and the Lion's Paw story, except it ends with the lion fucking the mouse.
It's okay. Oh,
They've got like Mogwai sounds going on in the background. That's the fucking cheapest Halloween costume I've ever seen in my entire
so
life.
she helps him after he was trying to kill her.
What do you think-
What? How's this transition? I'm always curious.
Does it
Yeah, it's
end
always
with
the
some
lead
sort
in.
of scientific
Treat me
study?
Like that. You scared the crap out of me. Is there any way to treat a stranger?
It's like that understands her.
Starts making Bobcat Goldthwait noises.
Little does she know she's just fucking dealing with a mongoloid that was left out in the woods.
Dude, is he negotiating a blowjob right
I'm
now?
curious. Let's see where this goes.
All right. It's like pointing, making hand gestures. He's talking like he's got Italian hands. Like,
Oh,
"Ugh."
they're roasting marshmallows.
Oh.
He's taking her on a date. They're fucking cooking
Did
s'mores.
she have the marshmallows?
Nah, you don't fucking. Sasquatches live off of mushrooms, Patrick. Fucking pay attention.
That's why I was up here all alone, trying to clear my head. So are there a lot of girls around here?
Why is she eating 3 marshmallows on that stick, dog?
She's a fucking dirty whore. I don't know, Luke.
Guy like you.
By the way, they're not even cooking it over
Yeah,
anything.
they're just
It's
holding it out.
They're just holding marshmallows out with no aluminum. Whoever
Well,
made this porn
the
didn't
camera-
even bother fucking
Make a
aluminum.
fire?
The
yeah.
camera's on the fire, you idiots. Duh.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be
the
making
camera's
like
in the fire?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. It's like the camera's holding the fire's holding the camera.
She didn't even wait for that to be crispy before she started eating it. Essentially, like,
Oh, Sasquatch's about to get a blowjob after you got marshmallow mouth. That's how you get a yeast infection. What are you doing?
well, he's probably dirty as fuck too.
Yeah, you gotta pull ticks off his dick beard.
Guaranteed there's ticks on cock.
Yeah,
For sure.
for sure. Dicks on
Fur
cock.
all the way up
Ticks
the
on
shaft.
cock for sure.
Fur all the way up the shaft.
Ticks on dick.
Or what if it looks like that skin, the knuckle skin? The people. This is all audio, so nobody sees
Oh,
the
you
Sasquatch.
know this thing has some sort of sheath or foreskin.
She's feeling him up now. He's probably like he's looking at around like,
Look at
what the fuck is
Look
going
at
on?
the
right now?
mask though. The mask kind of looks like he's smirking on purpose. Like,
Like, yeah, what's good?
about to get this fucking.
Oh,
human,
shit.
dude.
Wait, Sasquatch has a white penis?
I knew it was.
It's not furry.
Oh,
She's cooking. She's cooking. She's kissing the mask.
so hot and bothered.
Are we
This
just gonna
is
watch
really
porn now?
strange.
She's hot and
Now we're
bothered.
just gonna watch porn.
Well,
All right, let's skip
She's
through
like,
it.
okay, now
All
she's
right.
fucking
Wow.
Sasquatch.
she's riding on top of Sasquatch right now. This is something else.
All right, let's get to the
I-
shot that we always. You know what we're doing? This is how the video starts every time. By the way, that's the technique. You go right here. Up there it is. Let's see if it's
You
any
go
good.
straight to the money shot.
Yeah.
Oh my
See if
god,
it's any
Cody.
good first.
Wow, this is just
Look, he's
something
got like
else.
leaves in his pubes, his little Sasquatch pubes.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Well,
imagine
how
the
did we get here?
Sasquatch human hybrid babies.
Oh yeah, cum shot.
He dropped his Sasquatch voice. Now he's just moaning like a dude. Come on, bro. You gotta full on.
Well, that was something else. Thanks, Alex
Well, that was
Busberg,
nice.
for recommending that segment
God
for us.
damn it.
And speaking of which, here's how we got there. So if you want to join the Bastard Sermon podcast group, don't add your shitty friends that let them post fucking Trump memes because it's
Cody
about
will
the
get
podcast,
mad.
you dumb cunts. So fucking, do that.
But
I
also,
posted-
don't post Trump
Don't
memes.
post Trump shit.
Please
seriously.
don't. Yeah, I'm saying don't do that. That's what
don't
I'm
do
saying. And that's my problem. That's why I bitch on this page all the time because motherfuckers post like, you remember the dude that was posting like Anthony Fauci memes? Like he thought it was the
Yeah.
funniest fucking thing in the entire world.
like,
And not
it's so
only were
stupid.
they not fun, I don't care what your point of view is, like at all. I don't care politically what your point, as long as you're not like straight Nazi or like on some real bullshit. I don't care as long as you're funny. The shit just wasn't funny. Period. Like it was just lame as fuck. And then he posted one, and I was like, whatever. And
He's
they posted
one-
like
It
2,
was like
3,
he was
4,
posting,
5, 6.
He was posting shit to just get people pissed off.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
he's
You
one of
gotta
those
go,
butter
bitch.
beans who's like, I'm gonna make my stance on politics my identity.
I
Like,
know that
this
dude.
is
I hate
who
that
I am.
shit.
I
And
know
it's-
that dude
it's
personally.
stupid.
I knew him rather.
Did
and
you tell him
he's
to
married,
kill himself?
He's married to the smackest woman that I ever met ever in my
The
entire
smackest-
life. She looks like a
Ugly.
she looks like a troll monster.
Explosive neck, watermelon neck, or whatever.
I don't even know how to describe it, bro.
Turtleneck.
She just looks like she
Gobbler.
was inside of the Fukushima reactor when it went off. Like,
Oh god.
Wow.
She's always looked like that, and he married her. So I'm just like,
Is she a
what?
burn victim?
She could have been. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Damn.
She looks like the fucking.
Savage.
I don't know. You know when they melted the gremlins with water, like that, like the melting. That's her.
You need to show me who this woman is.
literally
later.
like Chernobyl reactor.
I don't want to say on the show, but she's smack as fuck, and dude married her. So I'm just like, I don't know, bro. Like,
But dude, his Dr.
life probably
Fauci memes
sucks.
are fire. Let's be real.
yeah. So please don't do that if you're gonna join the. Or dude, it'd be kind of funny if you're just like, fuck you guys. I'm gonna post. It would be.
I'll
I'll
block
delete
you.
you immediately, but
Yeah, we'll
it might
block
make
you.
me laugh. I'll block you though. We'll never let you back in. So you weigh that with a
And
grain
we
of salt,
literally don't
fuckface.
care.
Yeah, so anyways, I was like, we record in like 30 minutes. You got topics. So Max Millarn, I dare you to talk about politics. Deleted. See, Max is gone. He's a friend of ours, and I just
We have to
blocked
delete him
forever.
now.
He's gone forever. No, I don't have anything to say. Do you have any politics talk
You
at
know,
all?
Please,
Anything?
no, I
I
don't
wa-
want to
I
talk
wanna
about
know.
politics.
No, but for like,
I do have
anything.
something to say about Max's statement. I want to know if Max actually listens to the show.
He does.
He does.
He does?
Yeah, for
So-
sure.
So has he said anything about how you mispronounce his last name yet?
Millarn?
No, I was waiting. I'm waiting till this episode
Mullerin.
drops for him to
Oh,
give him
okay,
shit.
okay.
Yeah, Mullerin.
Mullerin?
Come on, get your shit together, dude. You had
It's
this guy on the
spelled
show.
Mullerin. That's how it's spelled. Mallorin.
You're pronouncing it Malarin.
Be like, if you saw the spelling of Hucker and I was like, no, but it's Huke. It'd be like, you're fucking retarded. I'm gonna call you Hucker because that's how it's spelled.
You're
fuckface.
saying
It's
you're-
not like he has a foreign last name, Mallorin. It's spelled out Molarin. No, suck a dick, Max. I'll say your name however I want. I'm gonna call you Max Moleman for the rest of forever. Go ahead and bring it
gonna
up,
be
Max
putting
Moleman.
spiders
Suck
all-
a dick, Max.
Max Spider Moleman, suck my balls.
He's gonna just sneak into your house and just give you the most toxic spider. He's just being salty because of that episode he was
Yeah.
on.
Malarin.
So Max Molman, he wants to know if we'll talk politics, and no, Max.
No, I get
You and
too
your-
angry.
Not
I
gonna
get
talk
too
politics
angry.
with you and your dumb last name. All right, buddy.
Damn.
I love you, Max.
I love you, Max.
I love him.
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Oh my God! Why is there a
What is
picture
this?
of me?
Oh, what is this? Hold on, we can make fun of Pat real quick. Brian Teal, Patrick Seda. I think the question we all want answered is, what is your hair regimen?
That's from my old boss.
Specifically, this hair. All right, so it's Patrick up there.
So
just-
what was your hair regimen back when you were trying to look like someone from
Look like a douchebag?
Dude, Pat was crushing so much dick back in these days. Like he looks like he got all the boys, bro. All right, tell us, what was your hair
Well,
regimen? What's your hair regimen now versus when your hair was black?
So I
and
have
all?
really, I mean, I'll be straight up. I was a fucking scene queen back then, or I guess. But back then, I would.
Can I hit
grow
that
up my
joint?
Scene King?
Thank
Scene
you.
king. And when I was back then, I grew out my hair as long as I possibly could, and I dyed it jet black all the time. Yeah,
You look amazing.
rare form is what I like to call these years of my life.
I only make fun of Pat because he's so
But-
hot. Like especially back then, I'm just like fucking hate you, Pat. I always wish that I was as pretty as Pat, but like I had to be funny instead. Like I couldn't just be like handsome and charming. It was just like I'm fucking off-putting, but I'm funny, I'm jarring when you look at me like, oh, good lord. Wait, he's got jokes. All right.
But no, I mean, I'd spent like way too long in my fucking hair. I'd do it for like an hour, and then I'd go. It's stupid. It's embarrassing to even think about nowadays. But now I like it short. I just like shave it on the sides. I wear hats all the fucking time now. But I will say this: there was a period I didn't use shampoo in my hair for a whole year when I had my hair that long.
Yeah.
Because apparently it would like give you massive split ends and shit. And then since I dyed my hair black, it would look like dandruff. But it's just like fucked up hair.
I only use shampoo in my hair. I shower 3 times a week.
I
Nasty.
shower 3 times a week also.
Every day.
Every other day for me.
Except for Tuesdays.
Yeah, and I wash my hair every other cycle.
I shampoo my hair every single time that I take a shower, which is every other day, because I got really long hair and I work in a kitchen and you need to get the grease out. But I only condition my hair once a week.
yeah.
Out of those
well,
three,
your hair is
one
always
out of
getting
three.
like you're in a hot environment.
It just gets
So, that
greasy.
makes
It's not
sense.
really. It doesn't get split or anything like that. It's not
Yeah.
that hot. I mean, if it was hot enough to split your hair ends, like it would be too hot to stand around
True.
all day long without getting fucking exhausted. It's not that hot in the kitchen. There's big
Yeah.
hood vents. You've
Yeah.
worked at Penn Station,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Remember
for like
that
4 or
heat?
5 years. Yeah.
It's
the humid.
That's the
heat.
same. It's the same thing. It's
Yeah.
not that bad. Like it's just it's a.
The guy that asked this question was the boss there, actually, which is funny.
The
that you say
boss?
that. Yeah, he was the boss, Brian Teal.
Oh, okay.
Shout out, buddy. Miss ya. But yeah, I would say compared then, I felt like I spent way too much time on my hair, and I tried to grow my hair out recently, just like I want to do it one more time. Not that I really want it, and it was just too much fucking maintenance. I'd rather just have it short. I
Right.
just like it short. Now I feel like I go crazy if it's more than an inch longer than I want it.
Yeah.
Our dude John Wood Corsini post. That's
Woody.
Woody. We've had him on the show. Split the Abyss. Check his shit out. He's a good dude. New music in I'm sorry. New music in 2020. Is anything dropped recently that you would recommend? And I'll answer first. You guys are all gonna make fun of me, but I don't give a fuck. A billion people like this dude. The Weeknd. I really fuck
I
with
like
the
The
Weeknd.
Weeknd.
I
Weekend
really
shit's power.
I love The Weeknd. I fell in love with that new video. Sean was like, this guy got nominated for a Grammy. And I've heard the name The Weeknd. And then he played the song Blinding Lights. And I was like, I've heard this. This is
Power.
the dude, though? And I was like, this is all 80s vibes. And then I looked up Starboy. And I was
Of
like,
course
this
you
shit-
love him. It's about doing coke.
I
and
saw him in
getting fucked
concert.
up late at night.
Yeah, it's great. And it's 80s vibes. And Starboy has Daft Punk. And I fuck with Daft
Yeah.
Punk. And it was like, all the other shit is like pretty good, but those two are The Hills also. Quality music videos, fucking sounds great. I like the kid's voice. He's
Here,
phenomenal.
let me tell you
Love
about
The
the Weeknd. All right. First off, the first album he came out with, Trinity, was trilogy, was the shit. It's amazing. Go listen to that album if you like The Weeknd.
I'll check it out.
That's when he was like,
Check it out.
It was like its own dark pop kind of vibe. but I saw him in concert once.
Was he garbage?
And it was one of the it was the worst show I've ever been to.
Really?
Ever.
Why?
First, it was like, okay, I'm gonna straight up say it was like the first and only rap show I've ever really been at. That was
Weekend
like
is
big.
barely rap.
But
It's
I mean,
like,
there
yeah,
was
a
it was
different
all
thing.
rap there besides him.
Okay.
So we saw him at the U.S. Bank Arena, and the tickets were like $120. I was really excited to go see this person.
I would never spend that money on.
homie, I would be pissed.
So it was a waste of fucking money, dudes. Seriously, I was up on the 3rd floor too. It was ridiculous. So when we get there, they had some like they had these two I don't remember. He did that. I can't remember what the fucking song is. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But getting crunk on a Tuesday or whatever it's called.
Never heard it.
Whatever.
I've heard the hits. I've heard like the 5 big hits.
Yeah, that sounds like
On a
fucking Randy
Tuesday.
Marsh,
Dun, dun,
fucking
dun,
from
dun,
South
dun,
Park.
dun.
Getting drunk on a Wednesday.
It was so stupid, and it was like his only famous song, but it was basically just the whole song on a backtrack, and it was just the two guys jumping up on stage going, "Yeah, what?" with their shirts off the whole time. No music whatsoever. It was just two guys jumping around on stage.
Just hype, man.
They were real rappers, but that's just all they did. That was their whole show. Then The Weeknd came on, and he never played a full song. He only played half songs.
That's
Why?
weird.
Because like he would only play like his most famous songs, which were the ones where he guest starred in. Like let's say it's a DJ Khaled song, or it's with some other, or Drake.
So he
or
would
some
do the
shit.
part he's
He
in
would
and
only
then
do
end
that
it?
part, and then it would
His
go
songs-
immediately to the a half a minute or half of a song of one of his full songs, and you just keep going like that. We left halfway through because it was so bad.
Damn.
Ugh.
It was. I mean, he was really singing though, and he did sound good there. But
I would
when it
never
came to,
go
like,
see the Weeknd live.
It was never like it wasn't the quantity of music you really.
Dude, The Weeknd
quality.
seems like one of those dudes that you would hear off like the pop star shit and then like radio, and then go see them live, and they're just not
Yeah.
meeting what
It's,
they actually.
I mean, it's
sound
weird
like.
for me to suggest. Like, and I know I'm not. When I say The Weeknd, I'm not giving anybody a new record. Everybody's heard of The Weeknd or listens to him already. But I just like it's one of. I never get into pop shit, and it's not because I don't like pop shit or ever. Like I love '80s like pop hits. '80s pop hits is shit that I play in the kitchen all the time. Gets everybody hyped, and everybody can get behind it. We play fucking Cyndi Lauper. Girls just want to have fun. Everybody in the kitchen gets hyped. Like all front of house gets hyped. I don't give a fuck. Everybody loves that song when you're in the middle of a rush and you just need some fucking energy. I love like that type of pop, but like modern pop from like the fucking 2000 on, I just don't get behind ever. Like I
don't
never
like the
really liked
funky
it. But
pop.
I like this shit.
I'm not
I
a
really
funky
like it.
guy. I don't like funk really.
You don't like funk?
I like jazz. a
Get
lot,
out of here,
and
white kid.
I'm into. I can dig disco.
Funk is amazing. What are you talking about?
But with funk,
I don't
and
like funk.
I don't like the funky pop. I don't like it. It's just not my type of beat. But
But you like jazz.
I love jazz. I actually can't. I've listened to a fuck ton of Miles Davis.
jazz is
lately.
garbage.
Jazz pops.
I don't
bad.
blame you guys for feeling it's a guilty pleasure of mine. But I would
hate
say if I'm
jazz.
excited for any music,
Oh, I don't.
really-
I don't hate jazz. I just don't
Yeah.
see how you can have an appreciation for jazz and not like pop
funk.
or funk.
I don't like funk. I
like-
gotta be. I like pop. I just don't like funk.
I think every genre's got probably something, maybe. I mean, there's a couple where I'm just like, it's probably impossible, but I don't know. I thought hip hop, all of it sucked, but somebody showed me Sonny
Nah.
Bama, and I was like, that's gangster. And then fucking Yellow Wolf, I like Yellow Wolf a
Oh,
lot.
I love Yellow
Yeah,
Wolf.
good.
Yeah, so I was like, there you go. Hey, I just changed your mind on hey. You were like, nah, nothing. Yellow Wolf. All right, you got me.
You showed me Yellow Wolf, and I
I love
fell in
Yellow
love with
Wolf.
Yellow
Don't
Wolf.
make me pop the trunk.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
you! Damn
I
good
got an
song.
old Mossberg and a mossy oak duffel bag laying in the back of the donk, boy. Don't make me go pop the trunk, boy.
That's a good ass song.
I've found some pretty good shit this year that's dropped this year. I liked the Used latest album, Heartwork.
Their stuff is always
That was
really
great.
good.
I've always loved the
All
Used.
of their music I've heard that they've released is good.
The Strokes released a new album finally this year since like 2013, 2014. That was great. Wallows, if you haven't heard of Wallows, check them out. Nothing Happens. That's their debut album. They're incredible.
Yeah.
That's what I've been listening to.
I've been
buddy.
I can't stop listening to this band called All Them Witches,
Yeah.
which is kind of like a sludgy rock band, but it's a lot of acoustic stuff. So I really like them a lot. If you're looking at some funky shit, not funky, no. I can't believe I said that. No,
I don't like funk.
It's not
but if
funky.
you like funky stuff,
If you like acoustic kind of bluesy shit and sludgy, you might like that. That's what I meant to say.
All right.
And then I really am excited to see if there be like more North Lane or some shit. I really love North Lane,
Okay.
but I don't know of anything else.
Good recommendations. Let's keep it going. We got a bunch of shit that we want to get to, so I want to keep it moving. Luke, do you want to quickly rank all 11 Star Wars movies? Alex Bishak, thank you for giving the recommendation, buddy.
I'll go ahead and give it Empire, Return of the Jedi, A New Hope.
I'm with you 100% so far.
Revenge of the Sith.
That's on the bottom,
Phantom
or-
Menace from best to worst. Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, and those are the three main trilogies.
Wait, you think
Phantom-
Clone Wars is underneath Phantom
I
Menace?
was surprised.
I think
Phantom Menace was
is
so
better
high.
than Clone Wars.
Was it
Really?
because the last 15 minutes, or
No, I liked what they did with the laying out the foundation in Phantom Menace. I also like the
pod racing.
the fact that Darth Maul is the first Sith they've encountered in so long, and the type of like ominous threat he presented whenever he showed up, because he wasn't like chasing after them. Whenever they encountered him, he was like standing there and like
Ominous.
just staring at them, ominously
Wait.
with a red lightsaber.
That's a good
and a
point. He was
cloak.
the best part
You
of the
put
show.
Revenge of the Sith
Or
at the
movie.
best of all the
Yes.
prequels, right? Okay, thank God.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
It's
probably
the
the best one.
It's so fucking dark, like
for
they killed
sure.
it.
And
It's
then,
emotional.
And then that's it. There's not 11 films.
I
Alex
agree with you.
Bishak. I don't like anything from. Okay, I'll give Rise of the Skywalker, 7th place. But
No!
I don't like
one of the worst ones.
Force Awakens. I don't like Last Jedi. I hate everything about Rogue One. Went off about Rogue One. I don't.
I'm a huge fan. And I
Solo?
never watched
Solo was mediocre.
I never
Solo
watched
was
Solo
shit.
because you told, and I was like,
Bad.
I'm not gonna watch fucking Han Solo get played by anybody else. I'm just not.
Yeah.
That's fucking Harrison
Solo-
Ford or suck my dick.
Yeah.
Solo,
Do a CGI or suck my whole dick. I don't want
Yeah.
to fucking
Yeah.
see it. No thanks.
Solo and Rise of Skywalker were the worst ones in my opinion. They're fucking awful films.
The only reason I like Rise of Skywalker is because of so much background stuff and homage that they did to the EU. I've
They
went
did.
on and on about this
They
on
did.
the episode where I made a fat ass list about it. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of good stuff that I liked about Rise
Actually-
of Skywalker, but I didn't like dick about the other two.
Yeah.
Didn't give a fuck about them. I didn't get I can't believe they even
For
made
sure there's
Finn
a worse
character just to not do anything with
He
him.
had so much potential. He
For
should've
sure,
been
there's
a
a
Jedi.
worse
Worst
one,
one?
and
Rogue
it's the
One.
second of the trilogy. No,
Last
the
Jedi
Disney,
is the worst
Last
one.
Jedi, hands down the
Has
worst.
no point in even existing.
I did like
as a
the
film.
light speed scene where there was like a light speed kamikaze.
Yeah.
I thought that was one of the coolest Star Wars.
I liked
moments
it
in the
because that
series.
bitch died.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Yeah,
It's tight
she
that
was
the
cool.
character that has not been set up at
Laura-
all that
Laura
you just
Dern-
met that episode that you're supposed to fall in love with.
Laura
they killed her.
Yeah,
fuck
Laura
that
Dern
bitch.
should die. Laura Dern should get shot in the head. She had no business trying to come in and fuck. Dude, they killed Admiral Akbar.
Without-
they
Yeah.
killed Admiral
Yeah.
Akbar
Without a goodbye.
and wiped his ass with his corpse. And then they were like, "Let's make this no name important
With that
and
purple
give her
bitch?
the honor
Purple
of the
hair bitch?
admirable
Yeah.
sacrifice." Yeah, fuck that purple.
He was
hair
hiding
bitch.
all the
He-
plans from everyone
Yeah,
for
yeah,
some
yeah.
fucking no reason at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
All
Fuck
because-
you. I'm a woman. I've got strategic secrets too. Just let me do my thing. Like, oh, I hate you. Oh, I hate you.
Why wouldn't you want to tell your team that could die at
Yes.
any moment? Like, shouldn't we all be in the same fucking page?
And her plan failed. Her plan failed. She sent the people out on the ships to go to the base safely. Meanwhile, 3 or 4 of those ships got fucking blown out of the air by the
Blasted.
Empire before she could even fucking sacrifice herself to stop that from happening. Her plan failed. She sucked dick. Laura Dern, I hate you. Your whole career is garbage. Kill yourself.
I'm with you. Let's keep going. Watch Sasquatch porn. Thanks, Alex Busford. We
did.
already did that. And we did it because
It was great, I guess.
fantastic.
It was all right.
Marshmallows stuck out to me. They weren't cooked. There was
Yeah,
no
that
fire.
bothered me. I wanted s'mores.
I memorized
could've
the
been a-
girl's name so I can look up the other videos that she's in. I for sure did that. So thanks, Alex.
What's her name?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I didn't.
I didn't know I could get horny to Sasquatch porn.
Yeah, I was like, she's so hot. I could get
Could
behind this.
Blow my load.
Now, Alex Spence is a truck driver. You listened to the last episode. Thanks for fucking listening, buddy. The Guinness World Record for most spoons on a human body belongs to a Russian name that I'm not going to try to pronounce. In December 2011, he won the title with 50 metal spoons magnetized to his body. Thanks for that information, buddy.
I was just going to say, okay.
All right, Dion Allen,
But
Jesus
no, that's
Christ.
really impressive. Can I be honest? That's impressive.
I'll read this, but there's
alright.
no way that we can do all these. There's a lot here.
Read them all. Fuck them.
All
What
right.
else we got to talk about?
Okay, so this
bunch.
is Dion Allen. I know Dion. He works up at local Thornton's next to my house, so you go and bother him at Thornton's. If you can figure out which one it is and where I live. Okay, so what would you do if you're... Luke, read these. I'm
God, I
way
hate
better.
it.
You're way
Read
better
this,
at reading.
Chuck.
Okay, so what would you do if you're gaming at home, playing your PlayStation 2, you think to yourself, this is fucking epic. While you wipe the pizza roll grease from your face, then out of dude, this is poorly written out, by the way. Then out of nowhere, a beam of light just comes down from the ceiling. You're like, wow, kind of awkward, but okay. Then an alien stepped from light, then tells you
Dan, T-H-A-N.
that you're the chosen one, that the prophecies foretold of a hero with a PlayStation 2 and pizza roll grease. Then he came to Earth to tell you about your great powers and how to unlock them, but you must consume 50 moths. Now, do you stand...
All right, so Jason Brown writes, is there some sort of
Is that the
podcast
sequel
you're
to Weird
starting?
Science?
Fucking read a book, Dion.
I don't know. I know Dion in real life, and that was fucking retarded, Dion. But you got to do better than that, buddy, if you're going to be on the show. Jesus Christ. Is there some sort of podcast you're starting? You probably...
Oh, yeah,
you would
we should get a
probably be okay
podcast.
at that. You
We-
should start one.
We should get a podcast.
Let's
You know,
start a podcast.
We should
guys.
start one.
I get the joke. I understand. All right, John Yosis?
Yosis?
Pop-Tarts are just breakfast raviolis. Discuss. No thanks.
I agree because hot dogs are sandwiches.
That's
so.
fine. You're both retarded.
Have me on, cowards.
You're
How
both
about
retarded.
Bobby Bronson? How about you actually come?
No, he... What? He
Did
never...
we invite him before and he
No.
didn't go?
No, we had to cancel his date because of COVID.
Oh, well, sorry, Bobby.
Hold on.
Let's
We
have
would
you on.
love to DM you. I'm going to write that now. We would love to
Kiss you.
DM you. Also, I'm
Kisses.
writing this live on the show, and everyone hates you for writing this.
Say XOXO.
Yeah, okay. All right, Steve Worth, our boy. Three-way dance in the kitchen. What dish? What dish are the three of you preparing, or rather two, because we know Pat is making Tyson chicken tenders with honey mustard. Great point,
Hey,
Steve. Great point. I'm with you. Three-way dance in the kitchen.
I would
go.
still eat his Tyson chicken tenders, though, because I fuck with them.
I don't eat this, by the way.
Yeah,
This
you
is
do.
just some weird thing
you
that
do.
everybody got me into.
You
I
eat
don't know.
chicken tenders.
No.
If we're going against you two, I don't know. I'd go actually simple because I want to give you guys a chance because I work as a professional cook. Like I'm number 3 out of 15 dudes in a decently high level kitchen, so it's not fair. So I would go pasta carbonara. It's a pretty a simple dish. It's spaghetti noodles with bacon that's been cooked down, or pancetta or guanciale, and it's got eggs and Parmesan cheese or pecorino romano is what I'd make it with. I'd season it right. It'd be really simple. If you do it really good, it's really good.
Real
but it's
simple.
also you could kill me with something else. So I'm gonna give you an opportunity. So that's what I would do if if against you guys. I'm gonna do a good pasta carbonara, but I wouldn't go anything crazy or elaborate.
I'm keeping it simple because it sounds amazing right now. Chicken Alfredo sounds fucking awesome right now. Like a really make your own sauce.
American style or Italian style?
Italian style.
Okay, how does the Italians make
I'm not the cook.
Alfredo?
I'm
How
not
would you
the
make
cook.
it?
Rachel makes the sauce. all the
Italian
time.
style, it with
I don't
Alfredo. They get
care.
really weird about it. So there's only a couple ingredients: spaghetti noodles, there's pasta water, salt, of course, pecorino romano cheese, and butter. That's it. There is no cream, and they get really mad about the Americans that make it with cream and add chicken to it and all that. They're like, and also they don't really eat Alfredo. Alfredo is something that a restaurant about 120 years ago in Rome had created for some American cooks that were going to bring it back and make it like a Italian-American dish.
It sounds
So
delicious.
They made the original Alfredo, and that's all. That's all that's in there. There's no cream. There's no fucking pepper. There's no garlic. Most Italian dishes don't have garlic in it. Also, I would make an American-style carbonara because I would add garlic and basil and shit that the real
I
Italians
would
don't
make
make.
steak and red potatoes and
All right.
wipe the floor with all of you.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
I know it is.
I could go for steak and kill you, but I'm not going to do that. All right?
I really want to eat your steak so bad. I told you when we were. I don't think we were recording at your house when I said it, but I said all jokes aside, I acknowledge your skill as a chef, and I look forward to eating your food. But also, I'm going to talk hella shit the whole time.
I wish you
cooking
were
against
over. I wish you were over at Sean's the other night because I made carne asada because every Sunday is like my only other off day, and I have the kids and Allie's at work, so like Sean's also got kids and like his girlfriend to be at work and shit like that, so it's like I
take
go
the
over
kids
there
over.
and then we do food stuff every Sunday usually, unless I'm doing something else, but go over there and have a big meal. And this Sunday I made carne asada. I bought some skirt steaks and fucking like marinated them in a really good herb marinade, grilled them up, and sliced them super thin. Got some flour and corn tortillas. Made house-made pickled onions red onions that I pickled in red wine vinaigrette. I got cotija cheese and cilantro, and I made a guac and fucking just like basically laid it all out so that people could assemble their own tacos and whatnot.
That sounds like a good ass night.
Yeah, the
Yeah, it
steak
does.
by itself, I cooked perfectly medium rare in the dark on a grill that I hadn't used before, and I'm not used to using like other people's shit. I was like so nervous I was gonna fuck it up, but I nailed it, and everybody seemed to like it. And then I finished it with this. He's got this flake salt that I told him to buy. It's like this. I don't know if you've ever seen it before, but the salt looks huge. If you looked at it,
Chunks
you'd be
of
like,
salt, basically.
it's not. It's bigger than kosher salt.
Like
The
shaved?
salt sometimes is that big, right? But it actually has less sodium in it than normal small grain table salt, right? So, but it's a finishing salt, and it's infused with this wild garlic. I put it all over there, and I was like, damn, this steak might be better than like other steaks that I make. And I just used it for taco meat, really. So I was like, I'm gonna fucking whoop Luke's ass when we do this fucking steak grill. I don't give a fuck, boy. I might even do this. He's gonna come at me with filet mignon. I'm gonna whoop his ass with skirt steak, bitch. Yeah,
God
dude.
That
damn
sounds
it.
really good, and that whole night
It
sounds
does.
like a good ass time.
I
Really?
practice cooking constantly, so I feel like I have to come at you guys with like a simple pasta because I'm just like it's not fair. I get paid to cook. Like I get
I've,
paid
like-
decent money to
dude,
cook.
I'm not a
I
cook,
haven't-
so
I
I'm
haven't
terrible
had-
to argue with on this whole thing.
I've lost a lot of my cooking passion. Like I lost my place. I'm back at my parents now, so I don't have like nights where I can like cook myself a whole ass meal.
Oh, I just cook for my family.
And like
cook all kinds.
I don't have that job at Rivertown, which is what sparked like my cooking.
Cooking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in general.
Do you want a job
and
at my place?
experimenting.
You can get a job right now. If you want a
I'm
job
cool.
cooking, you sure?
Yeah.
You got the 1 gig back?
Yeah, I'm working. I'm
Okay,
working.
okay,
Yeah,
just making sure. But we're looking for somebody right now. If you guys have kitchen experience, DM me directly. If you live in the, I don't know, probably East Side, Oakley area, you'd be better off than if you lived on the West Side. But I live in the West Side, and
Over in the
Fuck it.
Norwood area.
yeah,
to work with
just-
you and Nick, that would be awesome.
It's further than Norwood. It's in Marymount. But
Okay.
hit me up if you want a kitchen job. Anybody listening, if you're an experienced line cook, or even if you're not, and you want to get in the kitchen with me, fucking let's do it. We'll try you out. All right, let's keep this fucking thing going.
We got to read that fan mail after this too.
Okay.
I forgot
fan
about
mail
that.
next.
I'll
and
bring
then
that up.
I got a crack smoking thread that I don't want to.
You've been really wanting to get to this crack smoking.
I
thread.
Are
really
we doing breaks?
No,
I don't think we
need
should
to.
do a break.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need a cigarette. This thing is not loading the fucking comments. Hold on, let me refresh. I want to get to the end of the questions because everybody was nice enough to answer.
If the
did on
questions are
Pat's,
too long though, we'll skip over it.
or if they suck like Dion's. Dion, you fucking dropped the ball, buddy.
Yeah, that one sucked.
For real
heavy.
though, shout out and go check out his gaming page.
Yeah, he's cool people. But
Check out whose gaming page?
He's got a gaming page.
Dion
I think he
does?
does. I'm not really on Facebook that often, unless it's like to post some art or whatever. And he's always posting some shit like he's streaming or something. Yeah. And I don't know. He supports the show. I support him. So
He's good people. He just writes stupid things on our page. What are you doing, Dion? Sam Bryant, watch the entirety of Cooking with Ass.
I guess it's a
Not
YouTube
right now.
video.
We got stuff to do, buddy. Maybe next time. What? Soya Howard
Sawyer.
Creel. What?
His name is Sawyer. What you
No, it's
imagine?
not.
That's not how it's spelled on here, but I know the guy.
Sawyer. Okay.
Sawyer, what you imagine millennials will act like when they can go to shows, concerts, clubs again? My guess, the next baby boom, we're gonna be goes and get on freak out. That's how he wrote it. But I guess what he's trying to say is like, what is he trying to say?
I think
I
he
don't
said
really...
we're all gonna be hosed and get our freak on.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
We could
saying,
be.
How are people gonna act?
Oh, he's saying once
People
the
already
the
back at shows,
limitations,
though.
people are fucking.
People are already going out to do stuff. I mean, it's in like parking lots.
I don't know
and
if it will ever come
backyards and
back
shit.
like normal. I think it'll be a slow thing that will happen.
It
I
will.
think-
It'll just take some time.
It would take time before it starts getting back to normal.
Well,
again.
they've already like allowed it so that you can wear a mask going into a bank are they going to be able to reverse that so calmly now?
They
like,
can.
limit by saying you can do that, and by saying that you can't, people are going to be like, well, I fear for my safety. This
Then
person
use the
is,
drive-thru.
It depends on how.
Go use the drive-thru.
That's how you
How
would typically say it now, right? Isn't that like the sensible thing to do now? Like if you have that fear, don't come in here with your mask. Period. Just go through the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
I agree with you.
So it's going to be weird like that when shit starts to turn
Sure.
back.
I
It's
don't
already
think
weird.
masks will ever stop being.
Everything's
a thing.
already
Yeah.
fucked. It's already weird.
Because in like other countries, like when Spanish flu was around, people still wear masks because of that. So I honestly, I hope the masks stick around. I love the masks.
You love the mask?
I do. I feel like a fucking ninja, and no one knows when I'm mouthing "fuck you"
I don't
when
give
they're
a shit.
going
I
too
don't.
slow in front of me.
Especially with you as someone who has facial hair, I can't believe you're someone who's like with the mask. Because when I start to get my stubble in, it presses my fur into my face, and it makes me mad. I hate it.
I guess I've just had facial hair for so long now that it just, it just feels like a mask in itself. So it doesn't. I don't even notice.
I don't
You know?
care either way, for real. Like, I don't really go anywhere, so the mask doesn't. The only time I ever have to put it on is if I go to like Kroger's or the gas station.
Yeah.
which is my
I have to wear it
only-
at work.
It doesn't like. Oh yeah, work. But
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm in the back of a fucking kitchen with like a disposable mask on. It's like the small blue ones or whatever.
I feel like it'd be miserable for you. Like if you guys have to wear your,
I'll-
I only have to wear it
I'll
when I'm
tell
walking
you.
around my building. I work in a little IT cave where no one sees me at all behind locked glass doors.
Yeah.
But whenever like I think of like Cody working in a grill, wearing a
I
mask
don't
all
work
day,
over a grill. I work
or-
over the saute range.
you know what I mean? Like just overheat. I don't know how the cooking job works. But when you're over there and in this heat and you're wearing a mask all day, that seems pretty fucking miserable, to be honest.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's
Good.
not a big deal at all.
I just know when it's like, hey, you can wear it or you're not. I'm just not. Like I've had it. I've gotten the antibodies. Everyone in my house does.
I don't give a shit about COVID
I
at
don't
all. and I'm
care.
not scared about it at all. But if you are, I respect it, and I have no reason
Right.
to argue. But I personally don't give a fuck at all. I just like. It's been so fucking long, and it feels
Really?
like I'm just like their life comes with risks, and you have to calculate how much of a risk you're willing to take. But
Yeah.
if you're
That's what it's
scared
come
of it,
down to
cool.
now.
I mean, fine. I don't
Yeah.
fucking. I'm not hating on.
Don't let
anybody
it
that's
take over
scared of
your
anything.
life,
Yeah.
but make sure you protect the people that are vulnerable that you're around.
I was
because
already doing
that's
that,
a
though.
responsibility, like you said earlier, being the Grim Reaper in someone's house.
Yeah.
You don't. The last thing you want to do is be responsible because you want to have a good
Now
time
I'm more
one night
conscious of
and
when
it
I'm
fucking
sick.
kill someone. You know.
Now I am more conscious of when I'm sick and feeling bad, and I'm like,
Yeah.
don't be around people. Don't go to work. Like for sure, don't go to work. Like don't. Before I'd go to work or before I'd go come do the podcast, and we all did. Everybody did, because
Yeah.
you would be like as we got there, like, dude, I'm kind of sick. Fucking probably don't want to share the joint, but you could still share the joint if you want. But it's fucking it's up to you. But that's what it used to be. Now it's like, oh, I can't even do that. You can't take calculator risks,
Right.
and now it's political. So
It just
Yeah.
it
Move on.
seems like it's a thing forever. Like like
Oh.
I can't hit the joint because like not to use you as an example, but like I could potentially infect so and so, but like that is always there forever.
Right,
yeah.
Like
With
it's not
everything.
just hitting the joint.
And it's
like
not just COVID.
walking
Also,
down
there's
the
a
street,
bunch of
be
shit that-
walking past someone at work or anything. Like that's always gonna be. It was always there before.
Yeah.
It's just now in the forefront of your mind because it's all over the place. Always now.
Yeah, it's
Right.
like a new normal almost. It's
It's
so
a new
weird.
normal. I don't want to be normal.
Yeah.
I don't want
Kinda
that
whack.
I don't
It's
want
not
that
gonna be
flame
forever, though.
incessant fear.
It's crazy.
This
Yeah,
whole
it
thing,
really is.
it will end.
fucking
You know,
crazy to me.
humanity will get past COVID-19. You know, we've gotten past worse diseases and shit. You know, it just takes time, and it just depends on how courteous you want to be to your fellow human. If you don't want to do something, I mean, everybody's life's full of choices, but you also just got to realize there's a responsibility out there, and you get what I mean? Like
there
just-
always was though.
Yeah, there always was.
Yeah, but now there's like something else out there that there's no defeating. I have
But
an
it's
uncle
not-
in the hospital right
Right.
now. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I
I know
feel you.
people at my job whose parents have died, and
Right.
I've had scares. I'm pretty sure I had it in February, and it sucks. Like no one wants to get sick. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm with you.
But there's people out there that have underlying issues that maybe you guys may have, and you don't even know about it until it happens. How often are you
Sure.
going to the fucking doctors? I know Luke
Right.
is, but I haven't been in a long time unless it was getting tested recently.
But diseases
you
are always
never
going to
know.
evolve and change and be different. And
Of
there'll be
course.
another one. And
I'm
I mean, are
just
we going
saying-
to shut everything down forever because there could be new
no,
shit? It doesn't
you
make sense to me.
I don't agree with that, but I think
People can
know,
live however they want. If you choose to live like that, then I respect
That's
it.
exactly what I'm
just not as
saying.
worried
It's all
it.
about your specific choice. Just know, like, let's say Luke offers you a joint, and you have the choice right there to do it. You know the risks you're getting into. You know, when I got in
Yeah.
that situation where I had to be away from you guys for 2 weeks, I knew what I was getting into going down there. I knew there was a chance of COVID happening.
Right.
I just never really. I hoped it didn't happen, and then fucking three
And then
people
it
got it,
immediately happened.
and then it happened. You know.
And I mean, I respect people enough to where like I felt just slightly under the weather, and I was like, I shouldn't come to the podcast.
Yeah, and that's.
So,
I feel like you're doing
even
a good
though
job
I
about it.
personally am not scared about it. I always like take like you
Right.
said.
Whereas
people's-
before, you had no problem coming to a show sick as fuck.
right, and neither did you. Or
Which you were sick
Patrick.
literally every episode.
Yeah, I mean, I don't because Pat really cares about it. But if like I was going to like somebody else's house that I know doesn't give a fuck, be like, hey, I kind of like feel a little bit whatever, and they'd be like, you got a fever? No, okay, you're cool, and that would be the end of it.
Yeah.
So, and then I would come, right? Because I would know that he's fine with me taking that risk. Does that make sense? Like,
Hey, I teach your own. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand where you're coming from.
well, anyways, okay. So we did COVID for fucking forever. Keep going. Isaiah Godoy. Godoy.
Have you
God,
ever
these people
tried
have
to
fucking
Good die.
Have you ever tried to shove a full bar of soap up your ass?
Well, that's a
No.
great question. Have
Next
you?
question.
No, next question.
You don't want to talk about this?
You could do a
There's
cooking.
nothing here.
You could do a cooking section called "Eat a Dick." Just rattle off names of people you hate and then say "Eat a Dick." Jason Staley, bro. I could go on an entire hour and 45-minute episode naming off motherfuckers I hate. And if you want, let's start a show where we do that.
You call it Eat a Dick podcast.
Check
Eat a
out the
Dick
Super
Cast.
Satan show. He's
Seriously,
good people.
For real.
What's the next one?
Shelby Carrico, the Dyatlov pass incident,
Dyatlov.
the Dyatlov
Do you know what this is?
pass incident, and the conspiracies people have for it. That seems like a lot of research.
I don't know what that is.
Maybe we'll come back around to this in a future episode, Shelby. I'll for sure look into this. I want to know what this is. Nick Glavin, the other dimension they're trying. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
let's talk
that's a
about
good- that's
this
a good one.
immediately. All right, so
What
there's
is going on here? Because I just saw, like I said, I'm barely on Facebook, but I saw people sharing this in the top of my feed.
so
and it's like, what are they doing?
it's
So
the
nobody
Large
did any
Hadron
research, by
Collider.
the way. Luke has no idea. He didn't. He read the title and he
I
made up
read-
all the rest
so,
of the
like,
information.
I think
He
that
was like, here's what's happening for sure.
what
but
they've
I only
been
read
main.
What's going on?
The Large Hadron Collider has been used for a lot of things, but what it's mainly been used for is for people to see if they can prove string theory right. And that's what they're getting close to proving
Dimensions and
right
shit?
now. Yes.
So this test they're going to do is like, hey, we're going to test if this is a reality or not.
None of
we think-
these are quality websites. I could tell by the name. NewsHimalaya.com.
This is 2017. Look at the one that's 3 hours ago.
Right, NewsHimalaya.com. This is the quality news website that we're going to go to.
What,
I don't know.
What, you're going to trust CNN, dude? You're going to trust ABC?
You gonna trust Fox News,
You
dude?
fucking trust, I don't know.
Yeah, researchers.
That's the picture I've been seeing. So this could be
Right,
like
but
the
it could be
fucking article
completely fake.
Yeah,
The
there's so
astounding,
much fucking
complex, large.
Who knows
Hey,
what
go
this
back
is?
up, you silly bitch.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
trust
read
any
this.
of this.
Adam
Hold
Smash.
on.
The
6
astounding.
shares? This has 6 whole shares? Holy shit.
Get
The-
off this page.
the
Find a
ast-
different page.
God damn it.
No, I don't want to see this.
The astoundingly complex LHC atom smasher at CERN Center in Geneva, Switzerland, and those are real pictures of the fucking Large
Yes.
Hadron Collider,
Yes.
are fired up to its maximum energy levels in an endeavor to identify or perhaps generate tiny black holes. That's okay.
Isn't this thing like 15 miles long or
It's
some
insane.
I don't know.
shit? Does it look like that for 15 miles around this circle?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
want to lie to you and pretend like I know. I have no idea. I don't want to read all this either because I don't trust this fucking website. They just put pictures that are real. Author needs proofreaders. The only comment. Okay,
Yeah,
fuck out
get
of
the
here.
fuck off this site.
I don't even trust that this
so,
is happening.
Nick, I don't think it's a real thing.
Sorry, buddy.
We
No,
looked it up in the first. That's
sounds
the
cool.
first one that pops up.
Dang,
It sounds
man.
cool. We all want to share it, but as soon as I see those sketchy website names, I'm like, this isn't real. Somebody just wrote this article and just wants to get a fuckload of shares, and then they're gonna change it. They're gonna sell it to a porn website.
All right, Nick. Well,
Yeah,
we
they're gonna
just
sell it to a
found out we're
Sasquatch
all
porn
sad.
website.
Well, you know that's what they do. A lot of these fake news websites, they generate all this fake news so that they get hits on their page, and then they can
Have
show it to
nothing
other
but
people.
garbage.
Well, no, they show other people like, hey, do you want to buy this domain name? Look, this domain name has X amount of hits, all generated from this fake news shit. So by the time that somebody goes to click on one of these links, it'll be your website, and that's how they sell websites sometimes. So
That
that's
makes
what
sense.
a lot of this shit is.
Fan mail.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fan mail. Read that shit, Luke.
Let's hear what's going on with
Oh,
the fan
yeah.
mail.
So when we were writing down ideas before we turned on the show and stuff, I decided to dip into our mail, and dude, we got a pretty sweet fan mail.
It's gonna
from
make me cry.
it made me
Is
feel
it
pretty good.
touching?
So this is from Ivy Diaz, and she will eventually hear this. I will email her back to let her know that we talked about her on this episode.
Shout
Been
out.
sending her
She's
dick
not
pics.
listening.
Oh no.
She's not listening weekly because she says where she's at in our show in this email.
Spill
She's-
it.
Ivy Diaz. Hello. No idea if this will ever reach one of your eyes, but just wanted to send some fan mail. I am a 19-year-old girl from the PNW, Oregon. I don't know what the PNW is. I love the podcast. I love the content. I'm currently watching them in order, and I'm on episode 29. That's many stories of Cody's asshole I've listened to. I salute your asshole for
Pacific
its
Northwest.
She puts in parentheses, I salute your asshole for its sacrifices of war. She
There's 100
that's
more
many
asshole
stories
burnings.
of Pat's god-awful man-to-man segments. She's still in the man-to-man era.
She's gonna hate us and like.
She's gonna hate us because of me.
And Luke's ridiculous laugh that's very contagious. I work a job that requires me to stand in the same spot for many hours, and you've helped me pass the time. Just wanted to say thank you for continually doing this podcast, even though sometimes my ears feel raped. I love you all. Just know you got some fans in Oregon loving it. It's crazy to hear stories from people that live in a basically totally different world than I've ever been exposed to. Thanks for the many laughs.
That's super
Ivy.
cool.
Thanks, Ivy Diaz. We're glad that you listen.
Yeah, we love you.
Cody's like, I'm doing this
Shouts
to the
out.
podcast.
Thank you, Ivy. You
Yeah.
have validated everything me and Patrick have been telling Cody.
Yeah. Seriously, thank you. That's fucking
Really?
awesome. And if you're listening, send us some stuff. We'll shout you out on the air. Let's fucking
Yeah,
talk
send us
about
some
it.
fan mail.
We love you guys. Thank you.
How
cool.
It takes me a while, but I get to the mail.
Yeah. You don't need to check it all the time.
But if you start sending stuff in, I'll check it all of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talk to the people all the time, get drunk and call him like John. I don't want to put his name out there. He's a big Trump dude, and I'm like, yeah, gross, but
We don't need to
also,
know that.
I'm like, well, no, it's his whole personality on the internet. And I'm just like, God damn it, John, why are you doing this Trump dick shit? But like, he's cool enough to me, so I'm like, and he likes what we do and listens to like every episode.
But
so I'm
if
just
you
Not
were-
now.
I don't hate you. No, I
Would
don't give
he
a
act
fuck.
the same if he
I
was
disagree.
black? If you were black?
He no,
Oh!
his wife.
Would-
I think
would
his
he act
wife's
the same if you were
Mexican.
black?
I think his
Okay.
wife is Mexican. They have a mixed race kid, so I don't
That's
think that it's a
super
race
crazy. He's
thing.
pro-Trump.
Yeah,
Really weird. But anyways, we don't need to talk about his political spectrum. But
John's
go on.
good people. I
Sure
just
he
didn't
is.
say his name. I mean, as far as politics suck. If you're me,
John,
but
if you're
whatever.
listening, I think you're mediocre, but anyway.
No one on this podcast likes Trump. Let's be honest.
I don't
But
like
let's
Trump
go
at all.
But also, I'm not telling you who to vote for.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm also not gonna say that you're a Nazi if you like Trump. I don't like his politics at all.
Yeah.
But
Can you get on?
you're not
with it?
automatically a Nazi.
Who cares?
Next!
Go on. What were
Oh,
you
yeah.
saying?
What talking about the fans that hit us up? I have people that hit me up regularly, and thanks. Appreciate it.
They send you personal DMs.
I'm doing some artwork for
Yeah.
a listener, and I'm super stoked that someone would listen and then ask for my artwork. Thank you for that. I will have your shit out soon.
You don't get DMs all the time, Luke.
I don't get dick from nobody.
That sucks.
From time to time. It doesn't happen that often.
Western Buckley hit me up again. Who else? I don't know.
like I haven't heard from
Every
that
once
dude
in a while,
in
we get
forever.
some people. All right.
To the next thread. Let's get to the crack smoking stories because Cody's been having a hard on for this thing for weeks, it seems.
I posted in the group and I said, y'all ever smoke crack? Tell me your best crack smoking stories. Thinking like maybe one or two. So many people in this group have smoked crack. It's
Our
insane to
listeners
me.
are crackheads for all that we know now.
Do I need to try crack?
I don't know. I listened to a
Psycho,
podcast.
MC Psycho, for sure.
I listened to a podcast the other day. This Are You Garbage podcast. I want to get into their shit. It's a phenomenal show where two comedians, H. Foley and fucking Kevin James Ryan, they sit down and they interview other comedians and they try to determine if they're garbage or class. And almost every time they're fucking garbage. Like, and they ask them these hilarious questions about like, do you brush your teeth in the shower? Does the butter belong on the counter or in the fridge? Like, have you ever tried imitation crab meat?
Up your
like,
ass.
What was your shit like that? And they always make it funny and it's a really interesting show. They were fucking one of the guests or one of the hosts rather. H. Foley had a story about fucking smoking crack, and he's just like, I don't know, coke's all right. We used to do a lot of coke back in the day, but crack, oh man, he did the Italian fingers, like kissed his fingers. He was like, it's like kissing God. I was like, what the fuck? Like, is that good? I was like, scratch my beard hairs about crack. And I was like, no, I can't do crack. I didn't quit doing coke to go smoke crack. That's a shitty trade. Yeah, I didn't give up on cocaine for this, which I'm still no cocaine for 5 months.
Congratulations.
So yeah, 5 months of no cocaine.
Yeah,
that's
you're
pretty all
you're
right.
proud of not doing cocaine for 5 months. I'm over
I
here
am.
craving acid.
Well, acid isn't addictive. You're just a fucking.
I just really want to get there.
Yeah. So the first comment, Amy Brogan, 80s crack was the best crack. Today's stuff doesn't. I think she's joking. I don't know. Hold on. Did you really smoke crack in the 80s, or are you just going for a joke? More of a quote from someone I know who did. Well, then I don't want to hear your story.
Moving on.
Yeah, it's not yours.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
Kelsey Moore posts, I had a Molly story, then found out years later it was crystal meth. Most fun I've ever had at a party. And I'm pretty positive that I might have accidentally done meth a time or two, but I've no way to confirm it. And I wrote that in the next comment, but for real, like, you doing blow, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, this is really good coke. Holy shit. And then you're fucking up for way longer than normal. And
3
you're like,
days.
yeah, maybe I did meth. I don't know, though. Maybe it was just really good blow, but I don't feel like.
Cody did meth.
It
Maybe.
was probably meth.
Possible. I
did
never
meth.
smoked meth.
Cody did meth.
I never smoked meth, but
I've
I
tried a lot
totally
of
did.
drugs.
I feel like I have to do some like heroin now to do just one up Cody.
I've never done crack.
Well, you never done heroin like Luke,
I
so
don't think I've ever
I've never done heroin.
I was
but
just
I will
saying,
to
like-
beat you.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll get there eventually. Jason Staley. All right, so he's got a good one. We were doing powder and then ran out, and as if by magic, this girl pulls a big rock from her bra. They asked if I had ever smoked crack before. I said no. Well, you get the first hit, they said. They light it, and I inhale, and I inhale, and inhale some more, till finally I let out a big cloud of smoke. I sit there for a few minutes, then politely excuse myself, then go throw up in the bathroom after I turn into the great cornholio. Solid crack smoking story. Courtney J. Williams, my best crack story popped up on my memories just this morning. Hold my beer. So I
next
said
one.
share with the class. She said, I'm back. Luke, read these. I can't do this.
Read it in
back.
a British accent.
British accent. One time I
Is she British?
No, I just
Courtney
like when
J.
he
Williams.
does that.
One time, I after getting back from a detox facility for heroin in order to not use dope again, but still get high, I tried to find weed. After 4 hours of zero luck, my former honor student brain instantly jumps to, let's try crack. 20 minutes and 1 month later, I realized I had accidentally addicted to crack
You just sound like you have Down syndrome, by the way. Keep going.
because the fact I had been smoking it for 30
Because
days.
the fact I have been smoking it.
Because the
for
fact I have been
30
smoking it
days.
for 30 days
That's how you
straight
sound.
never tipped me off. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. Hashtag Dennis and the Goon welfare. Hashtag but in real life.
So she smoked crack to fucking get over heroin? Good idea. Solid idea, Courtney.
Nice.
Really figured that out. I've never smoked it, but I have.
Cody, if you
This
want to
is
just do crack, you
insane.
can
And,
just,
I
you can just
feel like
smoke it.
this
Are
story
we
is
reading this?
definitely
No.
worth reading.
Is it worth it?
I feel like
No.
it has to be.
Okay.
Is there,
go ahead.
How many like reactions is there?
5?
Is it worth
How
it?
many O reacts? 3? All right. Come on, Luke.
All right.
Please read this in a Jamaican accent.
I don't know what you mean.
I've never
That-
smoked it, man.
That'll make it so much better. And don't add extra
I've
words.
never smoked it, but I have some hella coke stories for you, man.
Can you make it Asian now?
However,
However, if you
We're getting taken off the internet, by the way.
if
Keep going.
you want an intense crack story, I have one for you. My best friend in middle school.
I think
and
we all just
in
got
high
fired. This
school
is the sound of us getting fired from our
smoked
jobs.
a crack for a little bit after we graduated, and she told me this story about her and her neighbor, who was in his late 30s, super rednected.
Went on for like a 3-day bender just smoking crack. At some point, she had to go back home because her mom randomly got her off her work trip early, and she didn't like their neighbor, so she didn't want her mom to know she was hanging out with them. Well, a little later that day, he comes in hot down their street. I'm talking going like 70 miles an hour, if not more, on a skinny little country road that's only meant for like no more than 35. He ended up losing control. God damn it, you made me lose my place. He ended up losing control of the vehicle and slamming right into the light pole that was right off the side of the road between both the houses. He didn't have his seatbelt on, so he flew out the windshield, and his whole body skidded and tumbled on the asphalt.
By the way, not the
my
part you're
God.
supposed to be laugh, screaming to, but keep going.
He flew out of the windshield, and his whole body skidded and tumbled on the asphalt. Until he
I bet he was the
No, check it out. Check it out. It gets
I hope
better.
he had kids.
gets
What if he had kids?
So he flew out of the windshield, and his whole body skidded and tumbled on the asphalt until he hit a tree on the other side of the street. My friend and her 2 siblings actually witnessed it because they had a basketball goal down near the end of their driveway, and they were down there playing basketball, which was really her excuse to not be around her mom, who was high as fuck on crack. She said that she ran over to check up on him, but she knew he was dead. She said the asphalt completely rubbed his face off until there was pretty much bones, and she said his whole body
Fucking Christ, Luke.
was
What the
mangled,
fuck, Luke?
and a lot of his skin had been rubbed off and was twisted like a pretzel. Bones sticking out everywhere, blood everywhere.
This shouldn't be funny.
She said it was one of the most traumatic experiences.
After he told me all these Stevie stories, now I understand why Luke thinks this shit is so funny. He actually has tears in his eyes. I'm not kidding. He has full on fucking tears.
Fuck, man.
Can you take a picture of Luke's face right now, please? You look like a fucking psychopath. You're not even faking this. This isn't a bit. You can't control your laugh.
There's something wrong with you, Luke.
Why do you laugh so hard at humans being mutilated, dude?
I don't know. I think it's like an uncomfortable trigger. It's just something
Like you're
I've done my whole
uncomfortable.
life.
You're uncomfortable. Right
You look
now.
like you're about to pour tears out of your eyes right now.
Oh man, just imagine just like you're playing basketball and just skirt, smash, and then he just goes whoosh, just GTA ragdoll.
Okay, now
hilarious.
that I see your
Bro,
high
I would
brain,
be weak.
now that I see Luke's high brain in action, thinking about this, and by the way, you would not be weak. You'd be so traumatized.
You'd be crying.
No, I wouldn't be.
No, you wouldn't be. You fucking psychopath.
I would see the blood a mile away and be like, yeah, he's dead. I'm calling the police from here. I'm not going over there. I'm not checking on that. I'm not ruining my mind.
Fuck.
But anyways, I think what fucked her up more than anything is if her mom wouldn't have gotten home from work or from her work trip early, which rarely happened. She would have more than likely been with him when it happened, and she would have been dead too. She never smoked crack again after that. Oh,
Hey,
for sure she would have been
Will you
dead.
laugh react to that?
Like a pretzel, my guy. Oh.
Me and
So-
my ex smoked $500 worth of crack in one night.
Mike Frivolin. I know this person. I've only met him once.
I used to smoke so much crack, is what he said after
Oh
that.
my god.
Well, I wrote him. I said, the only time we ever hung out, you were smoking crack, so I believe it. Sounds intense. What happens after $500 mark? Like a crack genie appears and steals your TV? Or... Yeah, so this dude, Mike Provolone is not his real name.
I was gonna say that's a pretty wild last
Nah,
name.
he gets kicked off the internet all the time, so he changes it to that. He's a real scumbag, but...
Shout
you
out.
guys remember when I told you that me and that other boop, that guy was smoking crack or whatever, and I
Yeah,
almost
no
smoked
kidding.
crack? I told you this story, and you're like, I feel really bad for boop. I hope that he's all right.
You've told the story multiple times. On the
Yeah,
show.
yeah. So I went into the house, and then he's just like, I hope you don't mind if I smoke crack. And I was like, well, I'm already here. And then I go out to his,
Blanking on
he was
his
like, you
name.
want a beer? Go out to the back porch. And then it's pallets of beer. And I'm like, how did he get, oh, he steals them from gas stations. I figured it out immediately. I was like, oh, he steals beer and he sells them to punk rock kids for the cheap. And I was like, okay, what a weird hustle. So this dude writes,
He's an entrepreneur.
yeah, he's like, I fucking used to. And then that night I saw him smoking
Crack-a-preneur.
crack, and he painted some neighbor's fence in his shit ass neighborhood. I have the spray paint video on my phone or whatever of him just out there. He's all covered up and shit like that. I don't have it anymore. The phone's been fucking. That SD card is smashed and what. But I showed you guys right after it happened. I was like, I almost smoked crack last night. I didn't, but took a nerve pill
That I
instead.
remember.
And then,
Yeah.
because I was hammered and I can get talked into drugs, and I was like, they're smoking crack. I'll give crack. No, I'm not. What am I doing? I'm not smoking crack.
Proud of
And then
you.
I was like, nah, I can't smoke crack. You can't come back from crack. I
Proud
got
of you.
way too addictive a personality to be on some crack. Like, that'll fuck my whole life up. But this dude's wanging the chicken bone all night long. right in
Wanging
front of
the
me.
chicken bone.
And then, he was like, yeah, was it at Madhouse, the spot? And I said, oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't say that. Somebody saw it on Madhouse. Oh yeah. This is the guy that he writes. I don't know myself, but how much crack can you get for $500? Because that sounds like a lot of crack to me, and me too. And dude writes back, we were buying $60 to $100 at a time, probably. Like,
Jesus.
can you imagine just every time you buy crack, it's $60 to $100? $60
Like
to $100?
you're smoking. What job
Let
are
me
you
put this in
having where you're
perspective.
smoking crack and able to afford this? hobby?
I absolutely could not afford that addiction.
When I was
ever.
doing blow all the time, I wasn't even like I was about to be addicted to coke. Was the thing, because I was doing it
Jesus.
like 2 to 3 times a week,
Yeah.
which was getting up there. And cocaine's like $80 a gram from the dude that I was getting it from. So like a gram, to put that in, for how much I was doing, I could do like like at the end when I stopped, when I was like, I have a real problem with this. I was doing maybe a fucking like half a gram over the course of like, I could make it last 2 nights, half a gram, so $40 worth, 2 nighs. This man, every time he had to purchase crack multiple times a day, $60 to $100 minimum for him and one other person, and then fucking $500 at a time.
You basically have to be homeless.
The most I ever spent on coke in one sitting is $80, because the most I ever bought was 1 gram. I never bought more than 1 gram ever, like ever. So I can't even imagine buying $500 worth of cocaine, let alone crack cocaine, which is like concentrated cocaine that's smokable. Like, this dude's a maniac, a straight fucking maniac.
I when I was working at Rivertown, every bartender there was buying coke, all of them, all of them, and that's how I got
thought you
it.
were about
Like
to say
that's how I
crack.
was doing it. No,
Damn.
Yeah, a lot of bars and like restaurants have most of the staff has coke problems. Not most of them, but like they're all on Adderall, cocaine, fucking.
there
like,
was
they're all hardcore drinkers. They're all functional alcoholics.
there was
all of them.
Check this out. There's this. I was working there. I'm not gonna say the name, but I had an evening with one of the bartenders, right? And so she comes over and she's got this mason jar full of magic mushrooms. And I'm like, what is that? And she goes, it's exactly what you think it is. And I'm like, are we eating those? And she goes, yeah, it's my roommates. She said we can eat however much we want. And I'm like, dope. So I start gobbling. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just eating it. I eat like an eighth of it. She's eating some. And then, like the night progresses, the morning after, and she texts me later that day, like freaking out, saying that her roommate was actually not cool with it at all. She was
I was about
super
to say,
pissed.
like, that sounds like a,
She was
a
like,
weird
you-
thing to
What?
eat.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what? Where's my mushrooms?
Yeah, you
like,
can have
what did
all
you
of
do
this
with
shit that I
it?
spend
Like,
a ridiculous amount of money on.
That's a
You can have
lot
as
of
much as you
mushrooms.
want.
She was so mad, and I was like, "Oh, thank God, I don't have to deal with that.
What do
I
mushrooms
just got
cost?
to have fun with it.
What
I
do
don't-
mushrooms cost?
It's not that expensive.
Like for an
I
eighth,
mean,
how much did you pay?
I
for
don't
an
think
eighth?
it's that much.
like 60.
All right, so 60 an eighth. How much do you think was in there? Like, if you had to measure an eighth, how many?
Oh, a whole mason jar? Oh,
Are we talking
dude.
one of those big fuckers? or
Yes.
just
An
like,
ounce?
Yes,
talking
like
like
an
that?
ounce, easy. Yeah.
like an ounce of mushrooms. So that's,
Probably. I have a
an eighth
mason
is an
jar
eighth of an ounce.
of weed that's an
Yeah.
ounce, and that's like a whole jar.
What's-
so I would assume.
what's 6 times 8?
6 times 8? Why am I?
Why are you
break
asking
parting?
me numbers
Blanking
right
on
now,
this
bro?
right now, bro. 6
48?
times 6 is 36, plus 2 more 6s is
48.
12, so 48. Yeah. So
I was the
400
first one to say
that's-
it,
hold
and
up.
I'm the most retarded
Hold up.
one here.
$480 worth. $480 worth of mushrooms in that fucking jar, and this bitch is just giving away to you to eat.
You can have as much as you want.
I would be
It was awesome,
heated
dude.
if I was the roommate.
It
I
was
spent
awesome.
$500 on crack in one day.
But like understand where I'm coming
Chump
from.
change.
I had that brought to me and did not have to deal with any of the consequences. I just had a mason jar of mushrooms brought to me. Have as much as I want.
I don't blame you.
It was awesome.
It was
Do we-
offered to you. Why wouldn't you take it?
Real
right?
quick, do we have until 9:30?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta piss. Keep going.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
So what's next? What's next?
Next one is Sam Bryant. Someone gave me what they thought was once acid, and I later found out it was PCP.
Oh, God.
I knew it wasn't acid the second it kicked in, but I thought it was meth. I'd imagine crack feels similar though. Have you ever
I'm
done
so
PCP?
confused. No, I haven't done PCP, but like I didn't know PCP was in the same form as acid. I didn't know
I
it
only
came.
smoke weed, bro. I don't know.
So acid is like
Like
it's a
little piece of shit of
chemical. It's a
paper.
chemical.
Yeah.
So like when you get that tablet, it's basically paper that's been soaking in it.
Yeah.
That's
I knew that.
all it is. Yeah. So like unless you get synthetic, but like that's something different. So like PCP, I don't know how unless PCP is also a liquid, that you can do that
every
to?
time I see it in a movie,
didn't know.
it makes people like lift cars up.
Yeah,
like
PCP.
Gorilla Man
I thought
or something.
was like some sort of synthetic herb that was burnt. Like I didn't.
That's what
know,
I think.
I didn't know you could take PCP. See, like y'all think we're drug lords over here because I trip face on acid all the time. I don't know dick about shit.
What does PCP look like?
Let's
yeah,
fucking
it looks
find
like
out.
a pin. It looks like a pill, like a vitamin.
Looks like a pill.
And
Let me see pics.
yeah,
Oh, okay. All right. So Sam Bryant, you're silly. You're silly. You thought that pill was acid and you took it.
I guess it can come in a jar, liquefied too.
Yeah, unless you took it liquefied, then I understand. But like, you thought, God damn, man, I can't even imagine what it would be like to go into a transition of high like that. Because whenever I go into expecting to do acid, I prepare.
Hold on. Jenna Lecrone, whatever. I smoked a JT a couple times. What's a JT?
I'm not sure.
A Jimmy? I don't know. Every time was usually with an old friend or some stranger. It's been sober for about 2 years now. Would never do it again. What's a JT? You know what a JT is, Cody?
No idea.
Oh, whatever. Julia Marie Universe. I just came here to say this whole thread is wild from start to finish. No fucking joke, dude.
Yeah.
All right, go down a little bit further to Maggie.
One time I tried to buy crack and Xenia at a park at 7 a.m. The dude sold me a chunk of a potato. I was fucking pissed.
Can you imagine?
You
like,
suck.
You get up at 7 a.m. because you're like so desperate for fucking, just to be inebriated, and like you just go up at 7 a.m. and someone gives you a chunk of fucking potato in Xenia. I wonder if she had to drive a distance to get out there too.
This dude, hold up. Does he have a baby in his picture? Hold up. Is he raising? He's feeding a baby in his picture, so thank fucking God.
Cardell.
Cardell Spurlock. My girl's uncle smoked it with us a few times. He used to scrape the outside of his crack pipe every time he hit it. Oh, sweet.
Makes me cringe for some reason.
Robert Cheshire. Threw up and watched Point Break on a VHS tape. Sounds about right. Aaron Lube Beckstedt. Haven't made it to that level yet. Then why are you here? Nick Williams.
If you're not smoking crack, don't join the Bastard Serving podcast group.
This is a long story, and you got one like, Nick. I don't know what to tell
Nah.
you, bro. Nah. Sorry, bro. Too long. We're moving on after this next one. Connor Recker. All I can say is don't make it in the microwave. Hold on. What? Okay,
Always
but hear
double
me out.
boil
If you
on the
wanna-
burner, dog.
These people are talking about cook methods right now. I don't
On our
want to be
group,
looking
like,
at this.
Of all the things that gets blocked on our page, it's like the dumbest shit, and then you see posts like this.
That's what'll
I
get us
started
taken
a whole
down.
crack smoke thread. Facebook's like, yeah, go for it. But
yeah,
like,
that's cool.
you tell
Cool with
somebody
us.
to kill themselves after they post something that you should tell them to kill themselves over, and you're right off the internet for 3 days. It happened to Allie. She didn't even fucking.
What?
She didn't even tell anyone to kill themselves.
She said KYS, kill yourself. It was
Oh,
some
okay.
like super pro Trump, like fucking. It might have been John. It might have been
Probably
one of our friends.
justified.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably, well, from my point of view, justified. And fucking, she got taken off for KYS. You can't say that on
That's
Facebook
really stupid.
anymore. I wish that there was an uncensored
Someone probably, like,
version of
reported her.
Facebook. If there was like an uncensored, like you can't, like you could say anything, but you have to just like sign off on like, hey, if your fucking stupid opinion that somebody else hates is valid, everybody's stupid
Twitter.
fucking opinion is valid. Yeah, but it's got a character limit, so it sucks. I
Reddit.
don't like it. I like to be able to fucking talk at length.
You
Because
post
I'm
on
annoying.
Reddit, but they'll downvote you to hell.
Nothing's popular like Twitter.
Reddit
though.
doesn't. Reddit's interface
Celebrities
sucks
don't
dick,
use
though.
Reddit. Celebrities don't use Reddit. Celebrities use Twitter, and that's what
Reddit's
everybody uses.
Well, you get
Every
fans from
capitalist
Reddit,
is
right?
on
That's
that.
where they all talk shit and fucking like create these big like communities and shit like that. But
Reddit's like
it's for the real like dark web nerds.
Reddit's
Reddit's
the new and more
Patrick.
mature 4chan.
no, it's like do you ever go like on a Facebook
is.
video and you see
for
the
dudes
top
that used to be
comments?
hot metalcore singers and
Yeah,
are now
okay.
about to be a dad in a year and a half. How long before Pat's got Rachel pregnant? I'm going a year and a half. What do you got, Luke? Where's your money?
God,
Wow.
I never even thought about this once.
Wow.
He's gonna be a
actually.
dad soon. I'm sure of it. I'm sure that.
Have
there'll
you
be
guys
a-
talked about that?
That's a really good question.
Like after the
and
wedding?
this brings me into our next topic, which congratulations, Cody, you got engaged.
I did get engaged.
We'll get into that, and we're gonna really ask you a shit ton of questions.
I've
That was
decided to be a dad
easily-
first and then engaged.
That was easily the greatest segue we've ever had on our show.
By the way,
Honestly.
big news. No,
yeah, I did a shitty job proposing, and I feel bad for Allie, but she didn't seem to mind, and she got a good ring today. I didn't even have a ring when I did it. It was pretty spur of the moment because, you know, we got kids, and I want to adopt my daughter, and she would like marriage to me. I've never believed in it or gave a shit about it, but like it's something she really cares about, and I love her, and I want to fucking
be with her
fully
forever.
legally adopt Ari and be with her. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it, dude. Like,
I mean, how
I'll
long
do
were you
this shit.
thinking? By the way, yes, Rachel and I did talk about maybe having a kid at some point. We never. I just at some point. Who knows? But for you, how long were you thinking about getting proposed? Welcome to
Ever
the
since Des-
super adult world.
Ever since she got pregnant with Dez, I was like, I know that she wants to get married one day, and I don't like what.
So you thought about it
like for
when
me,
the-
if
when the
I
baby was
like,
coming?
here's what a divorce would look like. Like, here's my DVDs. You want half this guitar?
Wow,
Like it. So what am I gonna?
that's the way
really
you think about
lose?
this.
No, I'm just saying, what would it really like? The
Fuck
worst,
it, I'll get married. I got
No,
nothing to lose.
Because you should think about the worst case scenario.
I
'cause
can
all
always
these
buy
fucks-
more DVDs.
No, yeah, but
Worst case
I'm a
scenario,
broke bitch with
DVDs.
nothing.
I'm so weak right now.
What am I gonna lose? Like, I'm not gonna lose anything if it goes horribly wrong, right? And we're pretty much already married. I've got 2 kids with this woman. Like, what the fuck? And I want to be able to adopt Ari legally and be able to fucking, you know, take her to fucking the doctor and shit like that, and pick her up from school without
want a
like,
family.
written consent notice. I already have a family, but like, this marriage shit really matters to her. So yeah, I proposed to her, and I didn't even have a fucking ring, and now I got a ring. It's not a good story, and I told you this before we started because it's just a shit ass story. Like.
He's
I
like,
feel
let's
bad.
okay, we can talk about it. Okay, we can talk about it. And
I got
then
her a
I
nice
said,
ring.
you're just gonna you're
I'm
just
not
gonna
mad
press
that we're
over
talking.
it.
I'm not mad
You're just
that we're
gonna press
talking about
over it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is that what I'm doing?
I'm just saying, congratulations, dude.
Thank you. I love you.
I just want you to be happy.
Thanks.
Love you.
I do too.
Thanks, baby boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I be your best man?
Sean's
I'm
gonna be
just
my
kidding.
best
I'm
man,
kidding.
but I actually know they did talk to me. They were like, "Who's your groomsman?" And I was like, "I don't have any fucking friends." I would say Jason would be one of them, but he's gonna be in Montana, so I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna be able to make it back. But I did say you two. I was like, if I don't have any other friends, it's Pat and Luke. Like,
I would
I already
absolutely.
knew I was involved because
didn't.
Allie messaged me.
Pat had no idea.
I had no idea.
You're just finding out. All right,
Allie
yeah.
Allie messaged me like, "Did you know you're a part of the wedding?" And I was like, "No." And she goes,
You don't have to.
"Oh,
You could say no.
No, that's fine." And she
Cody, I'd be honored.
She goes, "Oh, he probably should be the one to tell you this." And I was like,
Okay.
"It's whatever. All right."
Yeah, you were like, all right, so, but you never answered, how does my dick look in this picture? And she was like, great, here's my vagina.
I've never sent Allie
Wow.
a dick pic.
And not recently.
Never. Never.
Why are you so
dick.
defensive? Why are you so defensive? Luke?
Because you're
What's
making me look
happening
like
here?
a bad person.
This is the type of man that sends your girlfriend a dick
Wait
pic.
before he says
Promise.
I do before you
I've
go
sent
ahead and ruin
Rachel
it,
a
Luke.
dick pic, but I've never sent Allie a dick pic.
Okay. No, but I'd be honored. That's fucking amazing, man. God,
Yeah,
touchy.
Yeah,
For you
thanks.
to say that in the midst of all this,
Right after the
Just like-
crack smoking thread, this is where we
I
jam in
just-
the proposal.
I'm crazy happy for you.
Do we have more stuff, right? There was a couple
I
things.
posted a thread.
Oh yeah. Let's go to that one. Wait, is it getting tired?
Seriously,
Guys, tell us
congratulations,
if
though.
you don't like us reading this fucking Bastard Sermon Facebook group shit. But everybody that would
They
tell us
won't.
is in the group, so they'll be like, "Oh, we love it," and then everybody else is just like, "This is dog shit," and never tell us anything. So
They'll never give us the critique we want.
none of us can read out loud except for Luke. So here, Pat, this is yours. You haven't read anything out loud. Go
I
ahead.
read a couple.
He read
Oh,
one. Yeah.
dude, let's see Pat stumble over his words. Go ahead, Pat.
It's.
I can't get
Classic
rid of that
Pat.
thing, by the way. So
I was like, I don't know. I was just thinking, what the fuck can we talk about? Because I'm totally brain farting, and I was like, let's ask people what the weirdest shit that happened to you this week. So first one, okay, from Max Mollerin. That's the right way to say it.
Max
Okay,
Molman.
So okay, I don't know how to put this, so
Mollerin.
I'm gonna be blunt. Met a super cool dude and never felt gayer in my life. Like I have no intention of doing anything, but I wanted to like kiss this dude. Really unusual. So.
Okay. I get it, because you meet a cool guy and you're like, I really want to stick my dick in this man's ass. And I understand.
I like Jason Brown's thing saying, "For now, we're gonna continue to encourage you to do gay shit."
Actually, I listened to Chris Stefano
Just
talk about
yeah.
this on fucking By the way, great YouTube special. Check that shit. I don't know what it's called, but he's got the fucking dude from
I know where you're going with this, and I agree with you.
From A Bronx Tale. He's got the dude from the guy that wrote A Bronx Tale, and he plays in it. Also, he's like a classic director, or whatever. Not director. Who gives a fuck? He's in the beginning of it. His special is hilarious. Everything that I've seen this kid in is fucking funny as shit. And then he's talking about this on Your Mom's House, where he's just like, I'll be like talking to a dude about some like really awesome topic and just like get turned on, go home and fuck a woman and like, or jerk off at home. Or he's like, I'm jerking off and Anderson Cooper's on. I'm thinking about women, but like the Anderson Cooper's voice is soothing. He's like, I don't think I'm gay, but like maybe, like I don't fucking know. They're like, all right, play dudes butt fucking. They play like gay porn. He's like, yeah, this does nothing.
Yeah, I
for
can't
me.
masturbate to this
But
right now.
he was like, if both of those guys put their dicks away and started talking to me about the book Sapiens and like, how,
I might
he
pull
was
my
like-
dick out.
He was like, yeah, I might have to go fuck a girl after this.
That's so
And I kind of
stupid.
get it. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I meet a cool guy, and I'm like, you're not nagging me down about
You
all
wanna
the
make
shit
out?
that I do, and fucking whatever. I'm not super into you, but yeah, I put my dick in your ass. I get you, Max Mole Man.
Yeah.
Totally understand. I'm with you.
Stephen Bjorn. I walk my dog early in the morning, and yesterday morning I walked by my neighbors with their window open, enjoying some role play. It was aggressive. I wish there was more to that story because, like, there's so much role play. Was it Sasquatch role play? Like, my world has been opened up earlier this podcast. Sasquatch play. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but like, you can't just casually walk by and be like, "Oh, they're doing the schoolgirl."
That's not a
role
quick
play."
look thing.
No, like Steve, he heard something and he was like, like the girl, like, "Get your dick out," and he was like, "I'm stopping for a second."
He peeked through the hedge maze.
Yeah, he
It's-
was like, "I'm fucking."
Yeah, all
I
right.
need to check.
I
this
noticed
out.
the shower window was open. I moved the curtain to the side. All right, all completely
Their window
legal.
is wide open. I just
Technically speaking, still public property.
I reached in, stole something of theirs. I don't know.
Stole their washcloth.
Ali
I'm
Sweeney
still jerking off to it.
says I got engaged to some dude who picks his butt and eats boogers. Cody, be honest? Do you eat your boogers? Is this a real like thing?
If it grosses people out, I'll do it. I don't care. But
No, like, do you do it? because
no,
it
I don't like
grosses
eating
out?
boogers. I'm not into eating boogers. But like,
Have you ever
I
seen
don't
him
know.
eat a booger?
I've done
Luke?
so much blow.
I
that-
can't say I've ever seen.
I don't even
Cody
think
eat
I've
a
ever
I'm
seen
booger.
not
you
a
pick your
booger eater. I do
nose.
other. I do pick my ass sometimes. Like I'll fucking scratch my ass with all my fingers.
Like
over
with
my
your
underwear.
hand in your
But
underwear?
my ass smells so bad that even after you do that,
Stop!
I go into the nails and I love the smell. So I'll smell it.
I'm. Why are you sitting next to me? Like,
Also, I drop heavy farts in the house. I've been eating a lot of vegetables.
me too.
And I ate a fuckload of vegetables today. I'm surprised I don't have any mean farts, but I've been making these smoothies, dude. All these fruit smoothies. I put turmeric and ginger and garlic in my fruit smoothies because, like, they're all healthy shit for you. And I'm trying to change the way that my bowels shit fire diarrhea all the time. And it's been working a little bit, but my farts are out of fucking control. So
Like
I'm
smelly
dropping.
bad?
Dude, they're smelly. They're loud as fuck. It sounds like somebody's playing a trumpet solo every time that I fart. It's insane.
You're expelling the evil from within.
Yeah, my boss has Crohn's, and he was talking to me about it. He's like, dude, he's like, bro, I gotta fucking record my farts in the morning. He was like, it's the most. That's where I got
But,
the
like,
trumpet solo
like
line. He
fucking
said that.
Doom
No, I
Eternal.
remember it.
I heard you can like fight Crohn's really well if you just eat good.
He's had to play with his diet a bunch of times. Like he takes like the same type of horrible diarrhea, but it's like literally 25 times a day he has to shit like that.
Fuck.
And it's always like in the middle of the night when he's sleeping, he says. So he's just in the middle of the night doing that, and it's just horrific. And it
Ugh.
fucks your body. Inflammation. He
Probably
gets like these
hurts.
crazy things, and it took him forever to figure out what it was. He didn't know if it was cancer or what the fuck. And he's 6
Golly.
months younger than I am. Like he's fucking just getting tore up by this shit cancer
Fuck.
disease. It's not cancer, but this fucking Crohn's disease. But he's now
It's a
he's
chronic disease.
now he's better. Yeah. You live with it until you die. Basically, you don't. I don't know if you die
Fuck.
of it, but like it'll be with you your entire life
God
once you
damn.
have it. He basically just fucking, he's like, yeah, every morning it's insane. It's like, he's like, imagine the longest, loudest, smelliest fart you've ever had. I have 8 of those in a row every morning. And every time that I think that I'm done, there's 4 more after that, just emptying it out. He was like, I got to record it, but I don't feel like people will believe me. I was like, if you record it, I'll play it on the show and I'll verify that this is 100%
Oh
real.
my god, I need this now.
Yeah,
more than
Nate. Oh my
anything.
god, come through, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I don't pick my ass and like examine it, but I do gross shit. I pick in my belly button and get the shit out of it and smell it, and it always smells like rotten cum because that's what's in there.
Because that's what's in there.
And lint.
There was
Yeah, it's horrific in my belly button.
there was a video I
That's where
found.
most of my cum collects. After it drips down my chest, like I'm all exhausted, like my fat body has just almost had a stroke. And right before I had a stroke, I came and I was like, and me sitting there panting like a dog. The
Jesus
cum is
Christ.
just
Y'all have been together
collecting in the
how
belly
long,
button.
and you're still nutting on yourself?
What?
What do you mean?
You nut on yourself after sex?
What do you do?
Sometimes depends on the position.
I'm not saying I do it. I'm
Her
just curious
tubes are
what you
tied,
do.
so I can come inside of her if I want. But
But you're like, I'd rather it be all over my body.
Rather it be in my hairy belly button.
it just depends on what we're doing. I'm not trying to paint a vivid picture here because I think the thought of it, like all the gross shit we
painted a
talk on the
pretty
show,
vivid picture
I
there,
legitimately
bud.
think outside of just like watching porn to come, anybody's sexual interactions are gross as fuck, and I don't want to hear about them. Like I just don't, dude. Just like I don't want to hear what makes you come. So I don't want to tell me coming stories, but I don't,
Which you have definitely done in this podcast
sure,
history.
because I don't care.
But you're saying you come in your own belly
I
button.
personally don't like it, but I'll put somebody else through that misery just because I have no respect for other human beings or anyone else's opinion but my own.
Well, there you go. Anyways, moving on.
Okay, what are we moving on to though?
All right, 6 more replies. What is that to?
Oh, it's just the same thread. It's just
Yeah.
Max
that's
Molman.
it.
I heard Cody smells like pimento cheese.
Ah.
Oh yeah, with some cheap warm beer in the mix. I'm all of a sudden salivating. Oh dude, me too. Does yours have weird shits too? Oh my god, like 8 times a day talking about me. I miss them so much when they're away.
Oh, by the way, congrats to that was Haley, Christine that posted there. Haley and Jack got engaged. Congrats to them too.
Shouts
Everyone's
out.
getting fucking engaged. You guys
Fuck
copying
yeah,
me?
bro. When are you having your wedding, Pat?
We're actually the idea was we were gonna have like a really small wedding.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know,
what we're
I
doing
don't know.
too.
I feel like we could have a very large wedding if we wanted to, but I really don't like all that attention on something so intimate to myself. You know, like okay, yeah, me and Rachel were in love. Why is everybody staring at me?
My,
I kiss her. It's super awkward for me. So, and then my mom died, and then it just didn't feel normal to have a wedding at all without her. So we were gonna go and get eloped in Ireland because we were just gonna spend no money at all on the wedding and just go and spend it all on the honeymoon because that'll be what you remember the most. But now we don't know when the fuck we'll be out of the country. So at the end of this year, we're going to talk about maybe eloping somewhere, maybe Red River Gorge or fucking Colorado or some shit like that.
My close friend, my best friend Austin, he's been engaged to his girlfriend of 10 years, Alexis. They were gonna have a thing, like a big wedding, but they decided to elope, go to Hawaii for like nearly a month, and then they're gonna come back and have something small for the close friends and family.
Yeah, we might have like a party or some sort. I don't know. I really want to.
And
do...
I think I'm still marrying them too.
Oh, that'd be cool. I really want to do like a bachelor party with like a LAN party.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do a big LAN party where there's like 16 people over and we play some fucking Halo or some shit, and there's like mass blunts around. There's like shit ton of alcohol.
Sounds like my homie Austin's bachelor
Ours
party
is
that
gonna
I'm
be-
setting up
Good
for him.
Ours is going to be in Soap's backyard, and then it'll be a small, very small ceremony with just a few core people, and then receptions, whoever you want to bring. And
Who's marrying is?
it'll either be Tank or Lloyd.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Are they officiated?
Tank would be cool.
Both of them are. Or I asked Tank forever ago. He was like, if there's not a vaccine by then, I need to be able to make an educated guess. And I was like, or an educated decision on this whole thing. And I was like, I understand that. I hopefully they'll have a vaccine within. It'll be at least a year before we get fucking married. So
Yeah. They say this shit could go on up until the end of next year, but we'll see.
who knows?
I don't know. I'm not.
Watch it just
scientist.
end the day after the election, like as soon as they figure out who's the president. they're
God,
like, no
wouldn't
one
that be
cares.
so
Open it
shitty?
all back up. Like, oh, so it was all a scam. The
It
whole
was
time.
a Democratic hoax. It was, after all.
Goddamn Antifa.
Yeah, fucking Antifa fucked it all
What
up.
if we all went right wing right after this?
Oh no.
Yeah, Trump makes some points.
I see his.
It don't make any sense at all, but they are points. They are indeed points.
But yeah, that'll be super exciting for you, man. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congrats, everybody's getting engaged.
I'm so sad
Crazy
that
shit.
Van
Luke,
Halen died.
you gonna get engaged?
Absolutely not.
Like never?
Not like, no offense to you, Liz, but like, no.
Yeah, I'm not super into getting married, but like the girl wants it, and I already have kids, and I don't
Dude,
want to raise kids
Liz-
without her, and I love her, so I'm like, all right, I'll do it.
Liz could want it all she wants.
Just don't have kids, bro, because that's how you signed a fucking contract with the devil. It's like, all right,
Even
well,
if I had
We're
a
buying
kid.
a house.
Nice.
Not saying like I'm in that. I'm really happy where I'm at, but I'm just saying like getting a house or getting married. That's like a
Pat, why are you
multi-year
making the
commitment.
neck slashing motion right now while you're saying
Totally
all that?
not.
Pat, why are you putting a fake gun to
Why are
your
you
head
making
going like
a
this
blowjob
while you-
face and grabbing my fucking leg, Cody? Anyways, what were you saying?
I don't know.
You're not gonna, no matter what she says.
Yeah.
You're not gonna.
No,
do
I'm
it?
not gonna get married.
Well, teach her own.
Yeah, I hear
Sure.
you. I said that at one point in my life.
I'm
But-
certain.
I'm
for
a
a long
weaker man
time,
than
at
you.
least with
it's marriage is weird because like I never thought I would ever, with my fucking history, I never thought I'd ever get married ever. You know, it's just something like, you know what, this is right, and it will. I think it's about time. It just hit me one day, and you know, it just each your own. Teach your own, dude.
Pat, do you have any potential kids out there in the woodwork like that you might not know about? Like, could there possibly be a young
I really hope not.
young Sata man just floating around out there?
There, no, I don't think so.
Hell yeah,
I really
brother.
don't think so. No, there's definitely not.
there's a few little mini bastard Satas running around the tri-state area while he was
No,
on tour. He was just fucking
definitely
dicking
not.
down,
Definitely not.
piping bitches in Indiana and Kentucky.
I've been celibate all this time.
Yeah, you were selling a bit of dick.
Funny.
We want to jump off this so bad, but or he wants us to jump off this so bad, but I just wanted to keep going. all
Just
night.
keep going.
Just forget the ad reads. We just keep talking about Pat.
So Anthony Tank Mansfield, Neil to no one.
The incredible, the amazing, the long deck wizard.
You forgot the talented.
The talented, the long deck wizard.
Are we going into ads? Is that what we're doing?
I don't
We
know.
done?
We get, you were trying to get into it for a moment. I don't care. We can keep going for another 15 minutes. Fuck Cody.
All right.
You got any little Cody kids out there?
I might. I don't know.
Do you really think so,
No, but I don't know. Maybe.
Luke?
At one point I thought I did, but then there was a lot of drama between her and the actual baby daddy, and then they had a test between the two.
Yeah.
And because they had a test between their drama, that's how I knew. So
Wait, can you
Oh,
get
wow.
dudes' butts pregnant? No.
Yes.
Okay, I'm good then.
You totally
No, I'm
can.
totally good then.
That's stupid.
thank God,
God damn.
I'd be in some big
Oh wait,
trouble.
you can't. You can't. Oh, I'm fine then. Yeah,
I'd be
everything's
in
good.
big trouble if you could get some men butt
I only
pregnant.
butt fuck dudes before I met Allie, so yeah, I'm good.
exclusively.
Yeah, no, I got
Exclusively.
blowjobs from girls. I'm not gay, but just butt fucking dudes. That's where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, you guys understand.
it's a power play.
Totally
A
normal.
butt's a butt.
Yeah, exactly. Glad we're on the same page. All right. I don't think we have anything else to talk about. I don't know. There's an 11-year-old that steals a bus. We'll do that next time. We don't have enough time.
Yeah, whatever.
Let's
I wish we had more time to talk.
let's get into the reads and then get off and fuck each other.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Our end of the podcast ritual every single time. This episode, as all episodes, is sponsored by the amazing, the talented, the incredible, the long dick wizard, Anthony Tank Mansfield. If you want to check him out and his amazing line of glassware, enamel pins, custom art starting at $30, and his t-shirts, which are dope, you go to www.KNEELTONOONE.com. That's neiltoknoone.com, or his Instagram handle spelled the same fucking way without the www or the .com, and hit him up. We love you, Mansfield. We love you so fucking much. Moving on.
If you would like to get some sweet glassware for your sticky, sweet, smelly cheese, you should head your way over to Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop has a great selection of heady glassware with great prices. They have insane deals over there. I have a gas mask. I don't know if you guys remember this. I busted it out the other day. Got fucked up. Go get that fucking gas mask. Go get your sticky cheese and put it in there. Have some fun. Go tell them you're a bastard, and they'll hook you up with a 10% discount. You can find them at 2 locations. One being at 11424 Montgomery Road, Cincinnati 45249, or 937 Mama Street, Kentucky, Newport 41071.
You know, they have really good equipment, but I will say recently I was drinking a lot this weekend, and I was dancing, we'll say.
Me too. Surprise, surprise.
And surprise, but I backed up and I totally smashed my bong. And I was so upset.
No.
Forgot to talk about this.
Yeah, we can
Can
talk
we
about it real
end
quick.
after we do the last read, and then let's talk
Okay.
about bong
Wait, your
smashes.
bong or the gift bong?
The gift bomb.
Oh no!
It was Rachel's. And I
Dude.
smashed it. We'll talk about it. Last thing is Cody Best at Clifton Barbers. Go ahead and check them out at 337 Ludlow Avenue. Be sure to go and hit up Cody Best, especially because he does some killer dues, and he might shave your balls. If you
might.
go
There's
there,
no might.
it's-
He's gonna shave my balls.
he's
We
gonna
just
do it
have
for-
to figure out when we're doing it.
We should do that soon.
I'll do it next episode.
Instagram and Facebook, you can go and find them under the name of Clifton Barbers, and it has personal links to all their accounts. There's no walk-ins at the moment due to COVID, appointment only. There's online booking as well, cash only, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, and then 10 a.m. through 4 p.m. Saturday. And then just go ahead and check that out and hit up Cody Best. He's a good-ass dude. Last thing
The
is
goodest.
my art page. Go ahead and check that out. Dark Mountain Cult. I have a couple of like Pyramid Head shirts and a tie-dye shirt, and I have buttons and magnets on the way. If you want some cool shit, just hit me up. I'll make you whatever. That's it really for that. But
I think I've been talking about it for so long, but I'm actually just gonna do it. I think I keep thinking I'm gonna need like a setup, but that'll come in the future. I'm just gonna do the Bastard Sermon Twitch. I'm making
let's
it.
do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Do
I'm
it,
making
man.
it.
Just you can even do it by yourself. Like,
I've collected like nearly 200 hours of Bloodborne recently, so it's made me like realize how much I've been playing it. So
Switch
I'm
it
just
up.
gonna fucking
You might as well, yeah.
just turn it on and
and
start
just talk
playing.
about the podcast.
Throw it
Like,
on the
hey, if you like-
podcast group page.
It's gonna happen.
If you like listening to me cackle about the horrific murders in this game, like you'll love hearing me on a podcast do the same shit.
Yeah, exactly. I think that'll be a good idea. You should totally do that.
I'll do it for like an hour and a
do
half.
it once a week or something, you know?
Sick blood.
But yeah, broke a bong, was super upset. This is not the first time I've broken
happened? Tell us the story. Back
expensive
it up.
bong. But basically, we were hanging out at night. I just got tattooed by Nick Glavin, who blasted my fucking shin.
Blasted.
That was the worst pain I've had tattoo-wise ever on my
pretty
shins.
bad.
It was fucking awful. I was moaning the whole time. It was so bad.
I hear
He kept
shin
saying
pain's
sorry.
pretty rough.
He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry." I'm like, fuck you, Kelly Clarkson." You know, and just moaning and screaming, and then just like sweating like crazy the whole
Are
time.
you about to pass out at any moment?
No, but I was sweating like embarrassingly. I was just like fanning myself for fucking hours. But I came home, got a
What a vagina. Am I right, Luke?
Am I
What
right?
a puss.
No, I'm different. He sweats after like long sessions. I like laugh
First time.
uncontrollably.
I know you do. You
cackle?
fucking psychopath.
Yeah, like I just lose all. Yeah, I just immediately start laughing to cope with whatever I'm dealing with.
I usually just
You
talk
really
my
had a
fucking
horrible
ear off.
fucking childhood, dude. Like something you got fucking molested for sure. He has he's gonna cry after this, but he'll just laugh. He's laughing really hard. That's a bad sign. All right, let's get off of this. I want to hear how his uncle
Trying
fucked him.
to. But yeah, I was drinking at night, and you know, I was just doing a fucking dance to get Rachel's attention while she was locked in a Stardew Valley.
Be
in the
honest,
video
you just
game.
got out of the shower. You're helicoptering your penis in the middle of the living room.
the helicopter baby.
Yeah, hey, look, the dick goes one direction, the ball's in the other. Yeah,
Look at
long
this.
dick man. And Patrick's 11-inch soft penis fucking flopped over onto the coffee table and crashed her bong down.
It smashed it over the side, and we had this little attachment for it and everything. You know, it's like when you swing your balls and your dick that way, it's kind of like patting your head and, you know, rubbing your stomach at the same
Yes,
time.
yes.
It's a talent, you know? But I smashed into it and just totally destroyed it all over the fucking ground.
Did you cut your dick with glass?
No, I cleaned it up like
It's
instantly.
did it
your
smell
dick vacuumed it up?
everywhere? Just like
Yeah.
I feel like your dick's got to be like Snuffleupagus, like the fucking the shop vac nose.
My
Like it
dick
just
is the
sucks up all the
vacuum.
glass.
Yeah,
And your
my
balls
dick's the
chew it.
vacuum.
You can see your balls chewing the glass, and then it swallows down your
damn it.
asshole.
That's fucking weird as shit. But
It smells at first.
do you ever break a bong? Like I feel like I break this shit all the time, especially when I'm drunk.
I've only broken like a steamroller piece,
My buddy,
and it was my favorite piece ever.
my childhood buddy Josh. Everybody would clown Josh back in the day over at fucking Joe's house, especially Brandon, that cocksucker. He would.
Brandon was just mad at everyone for doing something with themselves besides sitting in the basement watching Tool. So.
Yeah, 100%.
I love you, Brandon.
I don't. Go fuck yourself. in
Go
the
fuck
ass.
yourself. I don't know you.
All right,
fuck
yeah,
you,
fuck
bro.
you, dude. Okay.
I have no interest in ever reconnecting with Brandon. Brandon
Anyways.
sucks dick. Josh like knocked over this bong on accident. Everybody's high as fuck. Everybody's probably drinking underage. Like we're all kids. This bong, no more than $30 from a shit ass store, and it was collective money. and then fucking like he knocked it over and the inside stem piece broke, and it's a shitty bong. Like this bong was called Smells Like Teen Spirit, shitty name from a shitty band that I'm glad that the lead singer
Fuck
killed
you.
himself. And
Damn.
it was a shitty ass bong. Like it was not a special bong.
Yes,
it was
it was.
It was
it
your
acrylic?
standard like
You're
that
wrong.
70s show bong. It's just a fucking
You're
glass
wrong.
bong, circle tube. There's no fucking
so
percolators.
wrong.
There's no.
Was it
fucking,
shitty or not?
It wasn't.
It was a garbage bong. You
No,
just
it
like
wasn't.
it because it's nostalgic, but it was not a good
No,
bong. It was
that
not cool.
bong-
Was it sentimental?
It got you so fucking ripped.
Because
dude.
you were 14 hitting it. Yes, of course it
No.
did.
No, that thing was
No,
special.
I was 15 and a
Flynn-
half.
Austin Flynn hit that
Should you
bong
be saying
and
his
threw
whole name?
up all over his dinner plate and ruined the food everywhere.
Because he's a
he
rookie.
got that high.
Because he's a rookie.
It was awesome.
All right, and there's
Sounds
also
like
That
meth
bong
in
was
that bong.
special.
There's nothing special
don't-
about it.
I don't know.
other than
I'm
just
telling
named it
you,
after
it
Sounds like a
sunshine.
bad time, Luke.
No,
So
it got
thrown
you
up.
super high.
Luke thinks that like doing drugs is only fun if you puke
It's so
everywhere,
much
black
fun.
out, and bang your head off a radiator.
That's me.
Yeah, dude, last night was crazy. I blacked out and smashed my face open. I'm blind in my left eye. Like, what are you?
Dude, every
this
time-
is your positive
Every
drug
time
story.
someone retells that story, it just evolves with one more catastrophic detail added.
You know what? I take it all back. Nancy Reagan was right. All right, the war on drugs completely justified. After I listened to Luke talk about it, I'm like, I get it now.
It failed him. Dare
Yeah,
failed
no.
Luke.
You're right. It is a
I
harmful crime.
graduated from Dare, thank you.
Oh,
I remember,
fuck. That bong sucked, and they broke Josh's
it
balls
didn't.
too hard about that, and it pissed me off. I was like, if I would have done this, would you guys have done this to me? And if you would have, I would have told you pound sand. They like made Josh go get fucking money from his parents to go pay it back, and I would have been like,
Damn.
yeah, you can suck a dick and die and never see
Eat
me
a
ever
dick.
again. I'll never pay you for this bong ever. Like, I hope you all die. Like, I probably contributed $5 into buying this bong, and every time I ever bought a sack ever, I brought it to this house and smoked it with all y'all. Everybody like fucking at this place would be so stoked about grandma's boying it. That was the big thing. You know what that means? That means that you hit it so hard that the whole thing goes through, and everybody's be like, "Oh, dude, he fucking grandma's boyed it." It was the lamest stoner shit of all time, and all it did was torture weed trying to like figure out if they could grandma's boy it or not before the fucking thing.
Stupid
and
lame.
hitting a bong sucks. It's when I started having panic attacks was on Smells Like Teen Spirit. So that bong
Because
sucks
it was
dick.
powerful.
Well, no, because you shouldn't be 16 smoking a bong. Like, I don't even think you should be an adult smoking a bong. It's
You
too
should
much
be.
weed smoke in your mouth. It just like, and you cough for forever, which coughing sucks. Who likes coughing? Does anybody like coughing?
No.
Because that's what a bong may should do. And if it doesn't, then your lungs aren't working.
But
and you
if
need
you
to go to the
cough-
hospital because you're going to
You
die
have to
soon.
cough to get
I don't
off.
ever cough.
If you cough,
well, then you're
it's
gonna
good for
die.
you.
Yeah.
It's better for the high.
Yeah, you got to cough to get off.
It's so
Fuck
funny.
that shit. I would rather have a less hide and not cough at all.
I'd rather snort my fucking brain into a coma than fucking hit a bong.
Fuck a bong, bro. ha ha ha.
Snorting drugs is awesome. I don't know.
Fuck out of here.
It's so weird.
I
that,
enjoy snorting drugs, but I don't like
I
coughing.
prefer rolling joints anyways over bongs.
I'd rather smoke anything than snort it, but I like snorting drugs. That's why I fucking had a problem with it. I don't
Yeah.
know, it's immediate.
like
You're
your
"Oh,
nose.
fuck
Got a
you."
nose
I'm
thing.
there immediately. It's not like alcohol where it takes 10 minutes. It's
Yeah,
not like weed
I
where it takes
totally
5
get
minutes.
that.
You snort it and it's immediately.
That's
you're
my.
like, "Fuck."
I feel like
Shove
that's
it up
my
your ass,
issue
why
with
don't ya?
alcohol. To be honest, I feel like if I could just get over the terrible tastes that I have to go through every time I drink.
Like if you could
I
snort
would-
alcohol.
Yeah, like if
would
I could
go
snort alcohol and
every
get
time.
drunk, yeah, that
Shove it
I
up
would
your
be
ass.
ruined. I
would
would be. I
100%.
would be my dad Jr., like Steve Jr. all over. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
No, I get you. And alcohol does taste like shit, and people are like, it's an acquired taste. Like, no, you just get used to the fact that it sucks. Like, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's
because
not, you
I-
don't acquire taste. It sucks.
Yeah,
like, all of it
for
sucks.
sure.
I like whiskey genuinely, but I know that it sucks still. I enjoy that one type of alcohol. But
Yeah.
even if somebody was like, oh, that's terrible, it's never tried it before, I wouldn't be like, it's amazing, you just have to acquire. No, you're right.
Yeah.
It sucks. Your initial reaction when you're an 8-year-old kid and you try it,
Terrible.
that kid's right.
Yep,
It sucks balls.
110%.
It's terrible. I'm drinking it for an effect
Dude, I
every
worked-
time.
I-
And everybody lying, saying that they're doing it because it tastes delicious is just lying. You're not doing it because it tastes awesome.
They do all
You
taste
know how I
different,
got into
though.
beers?
You just don't want to
I
sound like
worked-
an alcoholic, and I don't give a fuck.
You know-
I'm just a drunk.
I was not a beer person, and then I worked at Rivertown, and I had to drink the shittiest shit. IPAs. I had to drink sours.
Yeah.
I had to drink all of that.
Sours are
And if you
garbage.
drink sours and you can deal with a sour, you can deal with any.
That's funny you
beer
guys
tastes like you have
say that
paddles in
about
your mouth.
the.
you can drink
yeah.
any beer. It
It's
doesn't
funny that
matter.
you say about the taste of beer and how it's always fucking awful, but it's like the same shit with like people smoking weed and they're in the last part where it's a little
No,
ashy
you're
and they're
wrong.
like, "Oh, this tastes terrible. I can't take it anymore." But it's like, are you really smoking it for the taste?
Yeah.
You know,
Not at
you're
all.
just drinking because you want to drink.
Right, but if every time that I drank, I was like, oh God, and then my eyes were red and I was crying and my throat hurt and my lungs burned, I'd be like, fuck this, I don't want to do this, or I'll do it in a different way that doesn't make me do that. And anybody that's like, oh, if you don't do that, or the people that are like, if you're not blackout throwing up trying to fuck your sister every time that you drink, you're not really having fun drinking, now are you? I'd be like, you're a fucking drug addict. And that's what I have to say to you, Luke. Yeah, you're a fucking drug addict. Of course you love the cough and fucking blacking out, smacking your noggin off the baseboards, and waking up in a pool of my own blood like, oh, pretty sure I had a good time, dude.
I did not wake up in a pool of my blood.
Yet. Keep pushing it, bro.
I
Wait
just
till you
need
cough
acid.
next time. It's so funny you were saying earlier that they called it like smells like Team Spirit. Everyone has a bong name. One of the bongs I broke was named Bongold Weedsley, and I woke up I was drunk as fuck. You were there that night, Cody, but I was drunk as fuck and I was smoking like the bong in the closet in my room.
I don't remember this at all.
You were there. You were probably really drunk.
Yeah.
But
Probably.
I remember waking up and I had a shitty fucking loose leaf paper written on the wall like, you broke this last night, don't walk in barefoot. And I opened the door and I was like, oh no. And it was just shattered glass everywhere. So
You
I guess
write yourself notes because you won't remember what you did last night?
I was drunk as fuck, dude. I was just
Hey,
trying to
you
be
gotta
proactive.
shout out to the subconscious for taking care of sober
You're way
I was
better.
Paolo.
watching myself.
You're way better drunk than I am because I would have never left that note. Like, I would have
Uh,
broke it in
that's
my bed and fell
brilliant.
asleep in the broken glass.
What the
I
fuck
woke up with
happened?
cuts all over me. What the fuck?
What happened?
And then I would have blamed somebody else and got into a fight with a GameStop employee over it.
God,
Like, this is your fault!
it's stupid.
I'm making everybody else's problem but my own. Can't fucking believe this bullshit, Mom.
I got cuts
Why
all
did you
over
stop
me.
me from smoking weed earlier? She'd be like, I just woke up at 7 a.m. Please, Cody, not today.
It's like you're describing like a person, like a cartoon with like self-actualization problems, but like you're not joking at all.
No, this is my life. This is what Allie deals with, and she said yes to marry me. So,
Haha, joke's on you, Allie.
Lucky you.
But that was a good time.
yeah, I had a lot of fun. Is there anything else before we close this bitch out?
Well, we'll
Nah,
be doing
man,
we'll be doing more episodes of Just Us. For
We're gonna
a
be-
bit.
yeah.
We're
We're,
guests, but we'll be doing a lot of ours.
We're putting the foot down on the Patreon. We're gonna start doing some post episodes after we do episodes with guests or just us. It's just gonna be more just us content.
Tell us if you, I don't know, just being like 100% candid here, just in the final moments. I like the vibe before we started getting into the questions. Not that I didn't like the vibe when we got into the
Yeah.
questions, but I just like us free balling on Luke's brother Stevie. I was like, I fucking really like that. Not that it by no means was it a shitty episode, I don't think, but tell us what you think. Like, do you have honest feedback? If you
Yeah,
do,
give us some real
how do you
feedback.
feel
actually.
about us?
tell me if you think that it's a better show if we're just free balling, or should we write some shit down?
Who's
Do we
the
need to
sexiest
tighten our
grandpa?
act up, or do we need to get looser with the buttholes?
Send us some fucking hate mail, actually. Like, tell us things that you don't like about the show, because
Or tell us what you do like.
honestly haven't heard shit. We've only heard positive stuff, and I'm ready for some hate mail and death threats. Can
Shout
we
out
get
to
some of
Ivy
those,
Diaz.
Can
please?
someone give Cody a death threat?
It's for sure me that's getting the first one, right?
Give us an arch nemesis. Someone become a villain.
Yeah. I mean, god damn it. Like, I want somebody to rail against.
Yeah.
Everybody's gone. I don't
wanna-
have anybody.
Well, it was TMB for the small little comment they made about Luke, and
But now they're
and
gone.
then they
And now
gave
they're
up.
gone.
They were like, no more.
But
now we
well.
can't. Now we don't have any enemies.
Oh, well, you heard us talking about smoking weed. Go on, head over to Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop.
Yeah.
Go
And
ahead
don't
and get
smoke
some
weed
Henny Glass.
there.
Yeah, go smoke your sticky cheese.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this bitch up.
yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Next
Bye.
week.
Love you
Later.
all.